Yo, it's the shakedown. Break it, take it, make it loud. Gritty like the city where the Giants draw the crowd. Chopped up vocals, beats that pound. Yo, it's the shakedown. Hardest show around. Hardest show around. Black and red and brown. Yo, it's the shakedown. Hardest show around.
Yeah. What's going on, Big Blue Nation? Sports fans all around the world. You are now turned into one of the most dangerous shows on this planet. Shakedown, baby. Show for the fans by the fans. I am your humble brother, Black Friday. I got my family with me, man. I got Ghost Dog, and I got Same Difference, man. What's going on, family? Round of applause. To the family. Round of applause to the family. What's going on, family? How we feeling about it? What's happening? What's happening there?
Shit, everything good, man. Blessed to see another day, man. See what's going on in these NFL New York Giants streets.
Yes, sir.
I heard that. We about to get into it. Pause. You know what I mean? What is it?
Yeah.
The full recap of the week for the training camp?
Yeah, the week. We were trying to, cover it. Unfortunately, today I wasn't able to get the last day, man. I had an emergency. Had everything all set up, and I had to, get on going. So unfortunately, things happen. But we're here today to cover it, man. To go over everything. You know what I mean? And see what's happening with the family. All right. How we feeling? How we feeling today? Real quick before we get into it. All right, LRP said he on his way. You know, we'll see you, family.
Safe travels if you're on the road.
Sir.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. All right, man. So, day 4 was today. Then the Giants have a break in their back Monday, and hopefully, from my understanding, they placed the pads on, and we get to see some hitting. You know what I mean? We get to see some real football out here in the situation. But for the people who haven't seen and haven't known, what we'll do right now, man, is we'll cover it from day 1 to day 4, which was today. Ultimately for us, it was kind of like a day delayed because the Giants, they had close on the media, man. They did an excellent job closing out the media when it came to pictures, photos, or any info. All of that stuff came after the practice. And unfortunately, we were cutting off at 3:00 at that point, but everything else was coming out at about 3:45, and after at that point. So, so we kind of got, the days were kind of staggered to a degree, but great information coming out, man. And the first day, what we do when we outside?
We slide.
First day, man. Offense had their way, man. You know what I'm saying? The general was out there. Jackson Dart doing this thing. Ultimately, off the first day, because we covered it, brothers. What was your perspective from the first day, and how the offense handled everything, and how actually the day went in general?
Go ahead, Sam.
Okay, Sam. Yeah.
In the first day, in regards to the offense having their way.
Yeah, man.
That's going to be a regular occurrence. The offense will have their day today. The defense will have their day tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, I hope the defense is not going to allow them to come back out and do the same thing they did to be successful against them the day prior. You know what I mean? So, we get to see adjustments on both sides of the football. You know what I mean? So, that's always a plus, man. Got that competition out there. Even though the offense had their day, Jackson Dart was still under pressure. You know what I'm saying? So he was finding ways to elude the pressure and get it to an open receiver and things like that, man. That's more of what he's been doing. So he's just strengthening his bag. The bag that he already has, he's just fine-tuning some of the parts of his game that'll be advantageous for this team going forward as a whole,
Yep. So the play of the day, before we get to our brother Ghost Dog, was with some pressure in his face. Dart moved away from a defender with a jump pass to Chris Manhertz, of all people. Sideline erupts. After our chemistry, Dart stayed after most people leave. left to stay with Malik Neighbors on the field, throwing passes, building some of that chemistry. But a Ghost Dog, talk to me, man. How are you feeling, man, about the accuracy from day one from the offense? Seems they were out there in real form.
Yeah, no, man, I feel great, man. It feels good to finally see a quarterback that that I feel like we could see for the foreseeable future being our franchise quarterback. So, and it's crazy too, because didn't we talk about the sneaky reception with the man hurts in the tight end room and all that, man? So it's just, for me, it's kind of like what we've been talking about for a while now, man. Really playing itself out in real time. So love to see it, man. But for every day that the offense has their way, the defense is definitely, certainly for sure, gonna have theirs.
Showing up. So on day one, Dart went 11 for 6, 5 incompletions, 4 pretty much intentional spikes, 1 uncatchable drop ball by the guy we were tearing down at one point in time, Theo Johnson, and we're gonna get into it. Day 4, he had a day. 0 true incompletions for Dart. But the key of the moment really on day 1 was this guy. Malik Neighbors returned. Pretty much was out there running routes on air and was looking fantastical, as everybody knows right now if you've been under a rock. And he pretty much stole the show from day 1. Everybody was oohing and ahhing over what he was doing. But ultimately, day 1 was, return to Malik. The offense had their way. And Dart alluded to it, too, to a degree. He said, yeah, we kind of had a day, but at the same time, Denard Wilson was kind of toning it down on us. You know what I mean? He was toning it down. So he told the truth about that. And talk to me about how you felt about the Malik returning. Same difference. Talk to me about that first. And then secondly, talk to me about the realism of Denard really letting the offense have day 1.
All right. As far as Malik Neighbors go, like I said earlier this week in previous shows, man, he's way more ahead of schedule than I thought he would be at this time. I'm one of those guys who thought he was going to start the season on up, but to see the highlights of this guy running around, no brace, cutting, taking the extra time after practice to get back in sync with Jackson Dart, it just goes to show, man, this kid is doing the right things to go ahead and be a valuable asset to this team, man. And I'm impressed with his work ethic, man, because when he went down, to me, I was like, that's nasty. The way his knee, meniscus and other tendons and things like that, I was like, man, it might be a while for this guy to come back, man. But credit to the doctors and the training staff and things like that, keeping him on point, not letting him get too far ahead of himself. And he looked like he's going to contribute to this team, and he's going to be a problem, man, as the 1A on this team. And it's looking like he's going to be there against Dallas week 1. You know what I mean? And I know he had that circled. He had that circled on his calendar, man. And he's getting closer to it day by day. And I like the time that they taking with him. They're not having them out there every single day, running them into the ground. You know what I'm saying? Take some time off, do some healing, get back. You know what I'm saying? So, and then as far as Denard Wilson, hey man, maybe I'll definitely believe that the OC and the DC be talking to one another. You know what I'm saying? Like there was a time when Wink was here and one or the other knew exactly who I think Wink knew exactly what the offense was running and vice versa. And those type of things could definitely be fruitful because it'll boost your confidence on the offensive side. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, that worked. Let's see if we could do it again. And then, like I said, the defense going to have to clamp up the next day. all right, we gave you one look yesterday. It was vanilla as it can be. But today you're gonna have to try a little bit harder. We're gonna give you a different look. You know what I mean? We wanted you to get some of your practice against people, but more or less it was kind of against air in regards to the way that my defense was playing you, not as aggressive as they would be. You know what I mean? That's a beautiful thing, man, because he Denard Wilson, he get to see who has control of themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because it's some people you say, hey, we only go in 3 quarters. Some people don't know 3 quarters, man. All they know is full speed. You know what I'm saying? So they get an opportunity, man, to see what this offense is going to bring to the table, as well as the defense, man. Shaking it up. You won't be able to see the same things day in and day out. All right, I built your confidence yesterday, but today I'm here to kill your confidence. How you going to get through that? How you going to work through that adversity? You know what I mean?
Working through the things we saw on tape. You know what I mean? That with the inconsistencies. Let's see how you go at them today.
Exactly.
Yeah. Go talk to me, man.
Man, look, as far as the Malik Neighbors situation, I just know a whole lot of people got to be eating a whole lot of crow right now. You understand what I'm saying? Because a lot of people were saying that he was going to be out, possibly for a couple games, couple months, even possibly the whole season. But yeah, here we are, first year of official training camp, and he out here running, cutting, moving, grooving, vibing, sliding all over the field like the Malik of old. So it's like, for me, you love to see it, man. But take it slow, nice and easy. They also had him, like, the next day, like, lessen the workload a little bit, this, that, and the third, and what have you. So they know what they're doing, man. For him to have suffered that injury when he did, how he did, for him to be like this up as far as the injury recovery is concerned, man, look, it's dope. And I can't wait to see what he puts out on the field. And as far as the whole defensive situation, look, it's good that we got this sensei in the building, because I feel like he sees the value in the pieces of this defense, and he's going to make the best of it. You know what I mean? And I do feel like our identity is definitely going to be defensive first and foremost. So, okay, cut him some slack a little bit so that they can ease into that offense. I understand that. But I just don't want it to become a situation now where it's a crux as opposed to, something that's going to help you get better. Because, iron sharpens iron, man. We need to,
Right.
we need these boys right. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolute to the root. Shout out to our brother Paper Waves out there, you know what I mean? Saying, yo, Paper, like, yo, man, how y'all feeling with the new coaching thus far?
And Harbaugh we trust. That's all.
Paper
Harbaugh
Waves.
we trust.
That's New England, right? Paper Waves,
Yeah,
New England?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's our family
Paper
right there.
Waves.
Shout out to Paper Waves.
But one thing about Denard Wilson, they could have just been, yo, we staying in cover 2. That's it. We're not doing nothing different. We staying in cover 2. If you could beat us, you beat us. But if you can't, you got more work to do. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, man. So day 1, offense had their version of control, and the reality started setting in day 2. The defense just started smothering and covering any and everything out there. Denard Wilson's units responded with consistent pressure and tight coverage. Dalton Wilson struggled to move the ball very little. Man, listen, man, I got to be honest with you. This is the defense is our identity, man. This is who we are, man. Kayvon showed up, day 2. They got him playing on unit 2, man. Had a, pretty much a tip at the line of scrimmage, took it back to the crib, interception, pick 6. Man, but that wasn't it. The front 7 wreaked havoc. We went over it pretty much on the day of. Pretty much near interceptions, PBUs, versatile front 7 defenders continue to be effective in multiple ways, because he got them lining up all over the place. In disguise coverages, looking like a zero, pullback, all of this stuff that Wink was doing. The zero blitz stuff. Abdul went at it with Andrew Thomas day two, and Andrew talked about it. You know what I'm saying, as the brother was alluding, off mic, that Abdul's stringing together these moves, man. He's putting it all together. It seems
Made
like
him
he's
look silly
finally
out there for a little bit.
yeah,
couple
he's finally
plays.
becoming, the consummate professional. In the backfield, he was a terror. Had 2 would-be sacks day 2 with a pressure, leading to a 3rd sack. He was all over the place, man. Yeah. Same. Talk to me, man, about how this defense just it's like, all right, yeah, I had it day 1, but day 2 it's time to turn them up. Turn them up. No, turn them up.
Yeah, and then if you got Tibbs starting on the second team, bro, we're loaded. You got Tibbs coming in as one of the best players on the second unit. That means we got guys that's going to be so interchangeable. Fatigue should be not a problem come fourth quarter for us at all. You know what I mean? Because we got people that's able to get after the quarterback, stop the run. In regards to Tibbs, he could do a little bit of both.
That edgy,
yeah, but he got to get a bag. I want to see, has his bag grown beyond just the bull rush? Because his favorite move is the bull rush, and he gets stood up, and then I don't see any secondary move after that. But this defense as a whole, like I said, man, it was like, all right, we stayed in the plain vanilla Tampa 2 for you yesterday. Today we're not doing that. We switching things up. We got guys coming off the edge. We got safeties dropping down in the box. We're going to mix it up for you guys, and that's something that probably get the offense flooded a little bit. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for these quarterbacks, these running backs, these offensive linemen. I'm looking for our team to just confuse these guys and employ the amoeba defense. We got guys standing around. You don't know where they rushing from. They continuously moving until the snap of the ball. So confusion is going to be a good thing working in our favor in regards to this defense, because we got so many players that can do a multitude of things on the field. You know what I mean? Like sometime we're going to only have one linebacker in the middle, like a Edmonds, and then guess what? Arvell Reese going to have his hand in the dirt and things like that. So with the versatility,
who knows? Edmonds might be blitzing and somebody else is pulling out into that zone,
dropping out.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be something to watch, man. I think this is probably the most excited I've been about all 3 phases of the game in a long time. Once we get that kicker situation squared out, I'm gonna be feeling really good about where this team is projected to go moving forward, man.
Yes, sir. We also have our brother with us, the mighty LRP.
Hello.
What's going on, family? LRP.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Peace to the family. Peace to the family.
As the brother would say, pardon my lateness. You know what I mean? But I'm here, man. I'm here. I'm glad we here. End of the week. Training camp. The team got a day off tomorrow, I believe, and they throw the pads on Monday. So perfect time for a shakedown. Perfect time to spend with your brothers. Talk some football. Talk some training camp. How y'all doing, man?
Everybody chilling, man. Everybody, man.
Great, fam.
We loving. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
LRP, what you saying is the next time we see these guys on the practice field, they gonna be hitting?
That's what they're gonna be hitting, bro. They gonna be. I'm gonna say it like my man. They gonna be hitting, son. You know what I mean? Brock ain't gonna be able to do shit when we hit him like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Nah,
Straight
for real, man. I can't wait. And to allude, because I was listening on the YouTubes. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe.
Hit that like button.
You know what I mean? But I was listening so I can just jump right in. I think the defense thus far has had, other than day 1, because they didn't know, like, oh shit, who's coming out? Malik was out there. They weren't ready for it. You know what I mean? So after that, in this particular format, I think the defense has the advantage because you know, of course, right? You know,
Mhm.
and that's not a bad thing, but they have the advantage. They, you know, see ball, get ball. It's the offense that's kind of working plays out and trying to figure out where people's supposed to go. You know what I mean? Timing and all that. And also Denard throwing a little bit extra on Dart because our coach alluded to it. We're throwing a lot at him right now. So I think it's my word is necessary, expected, and encouraging. I guess 3 words. But yeah, go ahead.
All right, yeah, as you alluded to, you know, Dart had a little dilemma. The reality in 11 on 11s, 5 out of 13, very inconsistent timing, heavy defensive pressure. Yeah, they was putting it hot and heavy on them, pause. The
Under
Flash was
pressure.
in 7 on 7s, where he was 7 of 8, you know, where they get the dinking and dunking. But the play of the period, he dropped a perfect deep pass on the move between multiple defenders to Darnell Mooney. So he's still flashing out there. He's still Dart, man. He's still out there throwing them darts. We got Jackson out there, you know what I mean? So
Fizzle, man.
yeah. So LRP, man, you can go back to you real quick. How did you feel about at least the offense fighting back?
Absolutely. I mean, so much so I had to go on Madden Life and recreate it. Go check out that touchdown pass from Dart to Mooney, which was beautiful and set up perfectly. It's masterful. I don't know if people saw what I was doing, but you know what I mean? Checking the mic, changing the route, you know what I mean? Doing my this. But I'm just joking. But honestly, though, it's encouraging, you know, having that chemistry. And I heard you, Freezer. I didn't even know he stayed behind. I know that's not what you asked me, but he stayed behind to work with neighbors.
Yeah.
And a couple of other guys. I didn't even know that. So it's encouraging, man. Go to work, Dart, you know, do your thing, bro, and start, you know, building that chemistry with all your guys. Fantastic.
Yeah,
I hope
man,
did I answer that right? I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. There's no wrong answer to that. But yeah. Ghost, talk to me, man. How you feeling about Jackson and them fighting back, man? They fighting back. At least they did day 2.
I mean, you know, he had to, man, because you know it's tough when you got Abdul getting in there, pause. You got, you know, Kayvon Thibodeaux doing business, and then Brian Burns. So it's just every which way, all up and down the line. And it's crazy too, because you know, as y'all alluded to earlier, man, Denard Wilson got these boys lined up all over the defensive line, so you don't know where it's coming from. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is a good thing, because I need New Jack City to be on his toes. You understand what I'm saying? Ready for anything, any situation, any scenario. So keep it up, man.
Yeah, and if you think about it, just last
turned
year,
up a little bit, you know.
Yeah, my bad, family. If you think about it,
No,
just
you good.
last year, just a touch of, you know, just having the trio of Burns and Kayvon and a young Abdul as a rookie, he was ready. He was ready for Denver, based off of the friction he was getting in that practice. So I can't even imagine it now. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And who? You know what I'm saying? Outside of the games, we're looking at like, that's a loss. That's a loss. Because we was doing the same thing with Denver. So, you know, they issued the bed and, you know.
Even the Chargers too, I said it was like, we about to lose this, I think. But real quick though, if I may, man, because we're talking about the edge rushes and the pass rush, fam, the defensive backfield was batting down passes and all that, whether it was Javon Holland and even Deontay Banks. He made a couple deflected passes too. So.
Banks showed up. You're right.
That's gonna be major key, man, because they're gonna need to hold up. And again, there's that, you know, situation to keep your eyes on with the cornerback position. Yeah, who's gonna be the guy? You know what I'm saying? So we need that for this pass rush to be effective.
To add to that, and keeping with that same day, our running back spoke about that in a different way, but in a sense of saying that he just see the guys power over him as he's getting the ball, and you be like, oh shit, he's right there. Said that in his presser. And
with the linebackers.
With the linebackers and everything.
Yeah, he said having the 6'4", 6'5" plus linebackers, they're just as tall as the guards. So it's like it's kind of intimidating because it's like, oh man, he's right there versus, you know, he can see me. You know what I'm saying? He said it's advantage both ways, but I can see him too. But it's you know, it's different.
He said it's different. He said exactly, you know, what should be, you know, when they face other guys. I leave that where it is. But you know what I mean? You're absolutely right. Batting down balls, getting in the lanes, they're working on that, they're teaching that, they drilling it, and you see it.
Yep. Same. They fighting back, man. The offense, they fighting back.
Yeah, they fighting back, and it's going to be really, really crucial for a player like a Theo Johnson to be on top of his game, man. Because when
he bounced back.
When these quarterbacks are under pressure, man, those are the outlet routes right there. Yep. Tight ends, running back out the backfield. You know what I mean? So those guys need to be on their shit, man, and be able to bail Jackson Dart out, because he already showed the uncanny ability to move in the pocket, outside of the pocket, and still keep his eyes downfield, looking for completion rather than a run. So you got to have these guys out there making themselves available when it turns into playground, backyard football. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. All right, man. So, any closings on day 2 before we get to day 3 real quick?
Hey, man, you love to see the way these boys is out there training, man. That's all I can say.
All right. Well, we also got with us our brother Shakes Montana, the return.
Montana.
Man, where the hell you been?
Where you been, man? Where you been?
About to send the PBA out, man. What's up with that?
MIA.
Where you been?
I've been laid up, rubbing on butts.
Shout out to the Backlunds. Shout outs to the Backlunds. Shout outs to the Backlunds. What's going on?
Man, it ain't even winter time. You know what I'm saying? You got to put laid up with the Backlunds in the winter, right?
Hey, man. Hey. I'm trying to get it in before. You feel me? You got precursor.
He said it out. Okay.
Right. You got precursor, dog.
Yeah, but what's going on, young fella? Have you seen anything from the camps?
A little something.
All right, so right now we going on to day 3, but we were working from 1 to 2. So day 1, as we know, the offense, pretty much had their way to a degree. The defense was, coming out there trying to figure it out. Plus, everybody was just focused on Malik, and Achika. You know what I'm saying? The boy was out there running like he been out there, like he not, injured and things of this nature. Second day, the defense comes out, springs back because the Nard is turning it up, man. He said, yeah, we saw Malik and them, but it's time for y'all to put some plays out there. And Denard turned it up, and Dart struggled to a degree. Still had some flashes in there. But talk to me about day 1 and 2, if you had or heard anything or read anything. Shakes, talk to me how you feeling.
No, I didn't really hear too much that was significant. Just, Beckham looking good out there. Neighbors is the talk right now. He's limited, but just the way he's moving, he got everybody going oohs and ahs, as you're saying. But they ain't had the pads on yet from where my recollection of, how everything went. I don't know about today. Maybe they put the pads on today. I don't know. But
it's Monday.
Okay,
Monday.
Cool. Yep. So I'm not behind then. Good. All right. Yeah. So they ain't got the pads on yet, and So they ain't got the pads on. Everything is just what they call it, shorts and shirts Olympics.
Pretty much.
Agility. It's all right. Based off of that, what we'll do is we'll move on to day 3. And yeah, man, defense. The defense won again. Relentless pressure. The unit played with tremendous energy, generating multiple would-be sacks. Man, I think that was Abdul again. Stifling coverage. Sustained offensive drives, eliminated multiple pass breakups, recorded. The finish of day 3 ends with a walk-off interception by the defensive front, which that was Darius Alexander. But at that point in time, we had some rest for Malik Neighbors. We didn't see him out there, took a day off. Pretty much this long-term protocol, and it's, how we feeling about the way they handling Malik at this point in time? Because from what we saw, the oohs and the ahs was great, but for him to actually have a day off, the first thing that I heard from a reporter was like, "Oh, I hope he's okay. We'll see how this goes going forward because we don't know if he had a setback." It's like, no, you don't think in the negative, man. He's telling you. He spoke to the media. He smiled in front of everybody, told you guys there's a plan. He kept trying to get him to commit to a date, week 1, things of this nature, and he kept telling you there's a plan. So, Ghost, talk to me, man. How we feeling about the way the Giants are going about handling Malik at this point in time and his rehab?
Man, how my old boy in the A-team used to say it, I just love it when a plan comes together.
Hannibal.
Just let the damn plan come together, folks. Calm down. I'm pretty sure if it's going to be something serious, it'll be front headline news. In the meantime, let the young man do what he got to do to let the plan come together. That's it. Simple mathematics, man. And we should expect this. Like, we should have expected the fact that off the strength of that, he's this much ahead that they would be managing the workload. We've been talking about this for months now, haven't we been, Freeze? So it's like, come on, man, like a la Andrew Thomas and what have you. So media, they're gonna jump at any opportunity, you know what I mean, to overhype shit. So nah, man, calm down. Let the young man do what he gotta do to get ready. Whether it be week 1, week 2, week 3, or week 4, don't matter. He will be there.
He's gonna be there. Dang, talk to me, family.
They doing it how they supposed to do it, man. They doing exactly how they supposed to do it. Ramp them up, stay in constant communication with them. Let them know, hey, you did good today. Are you having any soreness? Oh, you are having a little soreness? Don't even worry about it. Today is a rest day for you. And like I said, when you have a injury like that, your rehab is continuous. He's out there and he's in the 7-on-7 drills and on the sideline and things like that, but he is continuing to rehab that knee. You know what I mean? So that's something that we don't want to get out of whack with, because we need this guy healthy for the season. Just like the bottom line there says, man, you can't win the regular season during training camp, but unnecessary injury could cost you games later. And that's an absolute fact. So there's no need to wear him down now. I love the way they're approaching it, allowing him to do what he can, not push it past the limit, you know what I mean? And stay healthy for the most part, man, so he can help this team be one of the most feared teams in the NFL, man, after being the butt of people joke for so many years, man. He's going to be a part of what helps turn this team around, man. So I love what they're doing with him, and I hope it continue to go that way. September is a month away. We don't need him out there acting like the game is tomorrow. He's fine. He got time to get up to 100%. I'm pretty sure he's probably in, I don't know, maybe high 80s, low 90s. He's not 100% yet, and we're not going to treat him as so.
That's right. All right. LRP, talk to me, man. How they handling in league, man? How's it going, man? From your perspective,
man, I love it, bro. I absolutely feel what you said when the questions came. I even had a joke set up from when I heard the press conference after when they mentioned it. You know what I mean? And there was a boiling point. I'm telling you right now, if there was a pissed off meter next to John Harbaugh's temple, where each dumbass question that was asked, you can pinpoint when that shit runneth over. You know what I mean? Because it was like, goddamn, they got a hell of a plan. Absolutely. Take that day off out there on the first day. Let everybody know that was just like the punch in the face right there. You know what I mean? Sort of like the unveiling, if you will. Yeah, y'all thought I was me. I was saying, hey, be great next year, next season. Not too long ago. You know what I mean? I hold myself accountable to my shit. hey, I was like, yo, be great next season because I know what you can do and I know what your career is worth. And so I didn't want to risk it over one season, especially if there was questions. But who am I to keep this brother from being great when he feels great? And that's what he said. I feel great.
Yeah.
He said it at the podium. So
But
I think it's
also-
only right to
Also, what happened, LRP, from what he was saying, when they threw out that cleanup, he was, because they was trying to, keep that, in house. Something leaked, so he was
Right.
saying whatever date that cleanup happened, he don't know. He don't know what date that was, and it kind of coincides with what actually happened because he was running that way before we saw him. Right? It wasn't just he came on the field and all of a sudden he's doing that. They made sure to clear him through steps and protocols, and we never knew nothing. That's the part of it that I liked about this whole process, when it comes to him and even the training camp. We don't really know much. You know what I'm saying? What we see is what we know at this point in time, and what they tell us is what we know and what we can come up with, of course. But continue, my brother. I didn't mean to cut your wisdom.
Nah, you good, bro. You know what I mean? So the next day, get the treatment, find out what worked, find out what didn't work, how you feeling, ready to, you know what I mean? So I think it's a perfect plan. I ain't got no problem with it. Keep it going. I don't know what they have planned. You're absolutely right. I thought the cleanup date was the date that they said, but we didn't know that. He was further along than what we knew. So it's all good.
Because he definitely did say on the podium that the cleanup date that we found out, it happened prior to that.
Right.
So we thinking that the cleanup date was probably 6 weeks ago, maybe. So we're like, man, this guy's not going to be ready. But he went up there and said himself, man, that date that we got was not the date that he had to clean up.
Yeah. Shakes Montana, talk to me, man. How you feeling about the protocol and the way they handling leak, man?
Y'all know my whole thing. I said this for 12, 13 years. Bubble wrap, baby. That's that. Bubble wrap, baby.
Bubble wrapper, baby.
You feel me? That's my thing. That's my mantra. I sticking to it, dog. You know what I'm saying? I am happy that he is out there moving like that, and that's a good sign. And to me, one of the main things that I get worrisome about, because they can be 100% or even close to 100%, right? They can move all like that or whatever. But when it comes to game time, do we really trust that? Do we really trust it? Do we, you know what I mean? Can he make the moves that he used to make? Can he, you know what I mean? These are the things that's mental in a guy's head. It's not just the physical part. It's the mental part as well that bothers me. You know what I'm saying? So, just hearing him say that he's never went through anything like this mentally, that was like red alert for me. Like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Not that in a bad way, like, oh my gosh, he's gonna be mentally checked out. No, but it was alarming for me as in the fact of that this is gonna be his first experience of that. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be his first experience of working his way back through a major injury in that aspect. So I just want to see how he does mentally going forward. And as well as the phrase of the date of the scope, or the second whatever. Yeah, I mean, he's like, bro, no, that wasn't the date I had it. Now here's the thing though, he didn't admit whether the date was prior or after. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't admit to that. He was just like, I don't know. All I know is y'all got the dates wrong. That's all I know. You know what I'm saying? So again, these are some things that I'm like, all right, you know what I mean? I'm watching. But I just want to say one thing to LRP. I don't know, son. You looking like you wrong, kid. You looking like you wrong, kid. I thought he gonna be on Pup, dog. I thought he gonna be missing
He
6
cleaned
weeks,
that up.
half
So you've been
a year,
gone. He
and all that.
cleaned that
Yeah,
up.
yeah. I've been gone, man. I've been out the loop,
He
Yeah,
dog.
he
cleaned it
been
up.
I'm
gone.
about to say, I could have sworn I just said I'm
What
holding
you say?
myself
What you say?
accountable to
All
my
right,
shit.
now that I'm
Right.
here, you say it right to me, in my face, in my
See that shit
I
right
had
there?
to hear you say neighbors ain't playing till the half of the
Lord
season.
have
Oh, he's gonna
mercy.
miss 6 weeks. Oh,
See,
I
that's-
don't know, man. We might just sit him down for the whole season. That's all I was hearing from you. So now, can I hear what you just rebutted on it? Cause I ain't hear it.
What you want me to say again? I'm gonna hold myself
I mean, yeah,
accountable
just
to
tell
my
me what
shit
you
because
think.
I
You
told him.
synopsis.
I told everybody that he should be on PUP. He should be on IR. I didn't even say PUP. I said IR. That's what I actually said. I said he should be on IR for the whole
Shit.
season and not start
Lord have
until
mercy.
That's
2027
what he said.
preseason. That's what I said. Because I wanted him to have a career. I said, do you want to have an important, great season or do you want to have a great career? And an injury like this, and based off of what we knew, and based off of the past players who have had shared this same injury, got one absolutely running right next to him with the same thing, but comes new information, comes new retrospect, new thought, thinking, listening to folks, considering shit, and then coming with a new perspective. See, the ignorant and the narcissistic motherfuckers are going to continue to stay the path and say, fuck you, blah, 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 I believe what I want to believe. That's why we got and we live the way we live. But a motherfucker like me, with new information comes new perspective, new thinking. Now listen, he listened to himself, and I'm listening to what he's doing on the field. So I say, hey, rumble, young man, rumble. But yes, I was wrong.
No, and can I say this to that, bro? Even though you were wrong,
Enjoy that candy bar by yourself. 'Cause ain't nobody enjoying it with you.
I like that. Yeah, I mean, I gotta stick the knife in there, dog. But
Go ahead.
Nah, seriously though. In all seriousness, even though you were wrong, you were kind of right, because in past history, that is what it was. These guys, that's a major injury that is very, very difficult to come back from. But the thing is, like you said, new information, but it's not even really just new information. It's this new medicine, this new regimens that these kids are doing, all this stuff, bro. These kids are goddamn mutants now, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know what I mean? I feel you, bro. You wasn't totally wrong. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna jab you, but
oh yeah, no,
yeah,
it's all love, baby. That's my brother over there, and it's all good. But it credits to him, credits to the training staff, the new kitchen that they brought in, the nutrition that they brought in. You know what I mean? Strength and conditioning. So I mean, credit to the whole staff to get this boy prepared and ready to go. I mean, look at that. I mean, I'm happy for him. I'm glad that I'm wrong.
Yeah,
I am super happy for him.
I don't know why it's bugging me out, but he catching the ball with the gloves in his hand.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what shit. I ain't mad at it at all. It's like, okay, motherfucker. Shit, that's what I'm like. Okay, shit, show me. Motherfucker jump in the pool. It's like, shit, I'm gonna shoot this motherfucker anyway.
Also, what he said, and I'm sorry if I'm cutting anybody off, but also what he said to me was that he wasn't working to work his way back to what he was. You know what I'm saying? He's working to get better. You know what I mean? Like, it's like he want to pick up where he left off. And to me, that's what speaks volumes to me, because a lot of times in that injury, you want to get back to I want to get back to me. I want to get back to form like I was before this injury. He's like, man, I want to be lightweight ahead of that. You know what I'm saying? I want to be on my progression that I was supposed to be on. You know what I'm saying? So very, very positive.
What he said, the first year was what? Mediocre? What he say?
Yeah.
Not the word he used.
That was crazy, because
like
the
normal,
reporter had to
like,
repeat it. Like, you
that's
said
normal.
it was mediocre?
Yeah, like that was like regular. You know, like how the battle rappers like, that was light. He's like, yeah, that was light. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But all right. So moving on. Day 3, as we were talking about before we got into the Malik banter, the offense struggled. Dart went 7 of 14 passing with 1 interception. looked sloppy and disjointed. Consistent pressure prevented any offensive rhythm, particularly during the 2-minute period drills. The defense has been ramping up. There's no need for me to ask you any questions about that. In the 2-minute remaining critical period, it developed an area, that he has to work on this. This is something that he has to work on. You know what I mean? And I think, consistently working on your inconsistencies makes you a consistent person. So ultimately, at this point in time, Dart in his development, the way I'm feeling about it is great, man, because I think he went from seeing what a coach would like for you to do and what you really are supposed to be doing in the NFL, like what the basics are, how you practice, how you really prepare, and these kids aren't getting let off this time around. But ultimately, it was the trenches, man. The consistent pressure in the trenches from Brian Burns. He generated several pressures in would-be sacks. Abdul Carter crashing the boards continuously with pressing everybody in camp with multiple disruptive plays and would-be sacks, right? You can't touch anybody. Even Jason Pinnock stepping in the groove, man. Like the brothers were saying, LRP, the DBs is in there. Defensive backs joining the party with a would-be sack, because Jason could blitz, though. Jason could really blitz. But talk to me, Ghost Man, about how we feeling about the identity of this team. Day 3, it picks up, because the identity of this team, to me, as I was saying, prior, we all should know at this point, is the defense.
Man, look, it's just gonna be an absolute onslaught. It's just what I see from coming off from this defense. Just absolute suppression, snuffing out opposing offenses. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's a good thing too that, New Jack City's going through it. I need that pressure on him. You know what I'm saying? I need him to be great. But this defense is going to be greater. So if this defense can be what I think it can be, which is looking like what it is, it's just going to elevate everything else around it. So, look, man, we finally got the right sensei in the building, man. We don't got the little treasure chest dude running around trying to grab up footballs and put it in the treasure chest. Enough of that noise. No more toys and no more games. Get to work. That's it.
Yeah. Talk to me, same, man. We in the trenches.
Listen, man. This D-line is going to be ferocious. He's going to be giving a lot of quarterbacks trouble and problems. That's what I see in the future. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to be the type of defense you can't really game plan for, because you never know who's coming, who's dropping. You know what I mean? Like, there's going to be times where one of these ends are going to be one-on-one. You can't double team everybody. So as long as we got somebody in the middle at the defensive tackle position forcing double teams upon themselves, we're going to have somebody beating the man in front of them on the edge and collapsing these pockets for these quarterbacks, keeping them tap dancing and things back there in the pocket, man. And along with Pinnock, you know what I mean? Off the edge, I was speaking to that earlier about having these players that are versatile and they able to do a multitude of things from different areas of the field. That is something that's going to have the opposing offense mind scrambling, because you don't know who's coming, where they're coming from, and that's just going to be something that's going to be, I don't know how you game plan on something like that. You're going to be late in the what's the clock that we use? I know basketball is shot clock. What's the clock we use in football?
Game clock?
Yeah,
the
play clock.
Yeah, the play clock. The play clock. Is it the play clock? Yeah. So these guys are going to be, that play clock is going to be low as hell before they get the snap off, because we're going to have so many dudes that's able to attack, and you got to identify who may be coming, who, you know what I mean, calling out protections and things like that. And what if you get our 2 6'5"ers hugging up in the A gap? You know what I mean? Like, so
Mhm.
it's gonna be a beautiful thing to watch, man. And then you got somebody like a Pinnock who can he's gonna be able to eat back there, like doing his job, and um he just knows his assignment, man. That's one thing I always like about Pinnock, man. He knows his assignment and he's effective. He's not doing too much and he's not coming up short. So this defense is going to be a problem, man. The trenches. Who ended the Alexander? Right? Was it Alexander that ended the? Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
Darius.
Yeah,
things
pick six, I
like
think it was, or
that.
something like
Yeah,
that, right?
to-
Nah, he just dropped into the game. It's in the
Drop?
game. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So we're gonna be hearing names like that coming up. Like, we already know all the guys, but we have some of these defensive tackles step up. That front seven is gonna be a complete problem for anybody we face, even our own offense included.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. LRP, talk to me, man. Yeah, and those 2 clips you put up there, LRP, you said it don't got no sound on it, correct?
Correct.
Let me try to run it. But go ahead, brother. Talk to me about this defense, man. What's happening with it, man?
Man, I love it, bro. Like, absolutely love it. This defense is going to be awesome. Right here, what you're looking at is quarterback drills from day 3. You know what I mean? Just because we were just talking about Jackson Dart. But you guys are absolutely right, man. It's gonna come from all avenues. You don't know where it's gonna come from. And I've seen firsthand how it could be ferocious because check out the man life. That's all I got to say about that, because I couldn't wait. I'm telling you right now, this ain't got nothing to do with playing video. I could not wait to line these guys up to see what kind of computer generated shit could happen. You understand? For real. You got so many individuals that can rush the passer, that are athletic, sideline to sideline. I mean, and a forgotten soldier that I have to mention, Jack Kelly, my son, BYU. I watched you along with Basket. I forgot, but those 2 boys this past season in their collegiate careers doing amazing things. And Jack Kelly got his name on the wall today. From when we get to day 4, but I know we still on day 3, so apologies for that. But I got to shout out Jack Kelly, man. You know what I mean? So with all of these different guys, Carter was projected to be on the same level, if not even better than Michael Parsons. I just got to put that in perspective. They put Michael Parsons in the Lawrence Taylor daggone jacket first season, and Abdul Carter is scheduled to surpass that on some Vegeta shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Goku type shit. You know what I mean? Not even Vegeta. So, you know what I mean? He is definitely the guy. Tibbs and everybody else, Darius Alexander, Averill Reese, feeding off each other. And shouts out to Freezy that got an intro for all of these cats. Man, I hope they play that shit when they come out in training camp. Just let everybody know for a fact that Black Freezy should be producing your goddamn intro. You'll be ready to run through a goddamn wall after listening to what that brother brings out of his brain.
Appreciate it.
That's a fact. That is a fact. Averill Reese. He's a beast. He's a beast, man. Y'all better go listen to that shit. These boys are coming. That's all I got to say.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And speaking of Averill Reese, man, as we get the shakes, man, we in the trenches with the shakes, man, but we got Averill Reese on the screen. But talk to me, man. How you feeling about this defense?
As expected, I mean, we expect the defense to be this way. The thing is, cool with the defense. I'm focused on this offense, right? With the struggles, right? So like, let's think about it though, folks. Like, and I know, I mean, he is my son, so I'm gonna defend him, of course. You know what I'm saying? But my son has to deal with learning a whole new coach, head coach, whole new coordinator, right? Similar system though, so it's not too much off. But not only that, got to deal with this crazy defense that you know what I mean, we're sitting here talking about right now. That's number 2. Then number 3, none of the guys that he's throwing to right now is the guys he was throwing to last year. And maybe Theo Johnson, and maybe Burt. And I can give a little slate in there, you know what I'm saying? But everybody else is new. Mooney, Neighbors, because he ain't really had no time with Neighbors. Mooney, Austin, Beckham, Barrios. Yeah, the list goes on. Likely, you know what I'm saying? All these guys are new guys. He has to get a connection with.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just hold off on talk about how much he's struggling. Okay, leave my child alone on that part. That's why I just wanted to defend my son on that. As far as the defense, like I said, we expect this. Now the thing about it is, which is also good for my son, but the thing about it is that these guys are bringing something different that they ain't showed last year. You know what I'm saying? And that my son ain't even fucking used to. That by the time he faces teams in the NFL, this shit gonna be light work for him. Because what the fuck he's dealing with at camp and practices every day. Shit gonna be light work. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that he's getting this work. But for the defense, everything is new and it's back to aggressive. It's aggressive. It's aggressive defense. It's none of that conservative shit. So and the last part about it is with Pinnock. When y'all praising Pinnock, and I've never been a Pinnock guy. Y'all know this. He's been alright. You know what I mean? He's alright, but he's not real. I feel like how I feel about Tracy now is how I was feeling about Pinnock before. But now I'm happy Pinnock is back. Because I feel like he's well needed in this defense. And the well neededness that we needed from him is that his smart, his awareness. He's going to be at the right place at the right time all the time. And that's going to be great for Newbin.
Mm-hmm.
Holland, I think, already has that. But, you know what I mean, seeing Pinnock do it is going to reinsure him. And then Darius Washington as well. So, I'm glad Pinnock is back. I think it's going to pay huge dividends. And he's already making his mark. So, yeah, great shit.
All right. And so we were about to talk about. Say that again. Yeah. So as we was about to talk about the breakout star, Arbel Reese, man. Yes, sir. Arbel Reese, man. The most notable thing, man, he read a dart zone play in which Odell Beckham really needed this play. He needed to get in some of the team periods, doing the drills and all that is cool, but he needed to catch a ball in team periods. And this young man right here, with his exceptional wingspan, closed in on the window and broke up the pass that was intended for Odell Beckham during some of the team periods in zone coverage. So I can't wait to see him with the pads on to see what's going on with the zone coverage, where they're lining them up, where all of this is happening with this kid, because man, I still can't even believe we got Arbel Reese. We was, talking about all the rest of, downs and, right now, I almost forgot. I forgot his name at this point in time. I've said that brother name so much. But listen, Arbel Reese is a beast, bro. Like, literally, there's no downside to this. I don't see any downside to this. Talk to me, man. Ghost, I'm so excited, man. I think I might get the jersey off the rip. I ain't gonna hold you, people like, you don't get jerseys too early. Which I don't know. I might get this jersey off the rip right here.
Oh, that's right. Free even slammed the table on that one. I heard it.
Right, man, for sure, man. And you know what, man, it was crazy because like I was a Sonny Styles guy.
Sonny Styles,
but that was because right, Sonny Styles. But I just that's off the strength of I didn't think we was gonna get Arvell.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that being the case, man, I know they throw generational out there a lot. Have we found a generational type of linebacker? And look, it's been too long since we've had that over here. Since we've had that Mike. You know what I mean? That can command the defense and what have you. And I get it. He's a rookie. Obviously, Trayvon Edmonds is going to play that role. But who's to say he can't be that for the future? You know what I'm saying? So it's looking nothing but up for this young man right now, bro. Like, and I can't wait to see him on the field. It's just, bam! I'm telling you, man. Once everything comes together on game day, man, and when they out on that field, man, it's gonna be like poetry in motion with this defense. It's gonna be crazy, bro. He's gonna play a major role in that for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, talk to me, same man. How you feeling about the Arvell Reese?
Yeah, matched up with Edmonds there, man. That wingspan is going to be crazy, man. Like all those inside slants, all those drag routes. I don't know, man. Like y'all gonna have a problem across the middle of the field with 2 6'5"ers right there staring at you. And if we play in zone, looking at the
moving like that, fam. Moving like that, 6'5", moving like that. That is crazy work.
Strength, speed, athleticism. As long as you got the know-how with it, all that shit is gonna fall into place, man. And we're lucky to have the dude. I thought he was going top 2. He shouldn't even made it to 5. So I believe he will come here and continue to blossom, and he's going to have an all-around game, man. He's going to be one of those backers who never have to come off the field. You know what I mean? Guard your tight end, stop the run. You know what I mean? So we looking good, man. We looking good in the linebacker room right now.
Yeah, all I can say is, what better organization or head coach to start your career off with is all I'm saying.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
As a linebacker?
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
As a linebacker.
If I may correlate, you know what I'm saying? If I may correlate somebody by the name of Ray to a Lewis, you know what I'm saying? With the same number. You know? Man, I agree 100%. I can't believe we got him too. Sometimes you just wake up and be like, yo, did that really happen? Because I could have sworn him and Carl Winslow was going to be gone. You know what I mean? Carl Winslow, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I'm just happy that he's here. You know, he didn't end up Carl, but shout out to them. But yeah, that's all I got, man. I'm happy that he's here. He's going to be a beast. And just like you said, if he becomes a productive coverage linebacker, which in drills and training is shown that they're working on that, and he's working on that. You don't hear him, you know what I mean? Silent but deadly. Love his character. Love how he talks about his coach and his upbringing and his whole maturation. And I think he got the right kind of attitude, the right kind of mentality.
Straight up.
Man, mind of a linebacker. He has it. I think it's all, you know what I mean? It's going to be fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait.
All right. Shakes, talk to me, man. Linebackers matter. This man is already showing it in camp. He was showing it already in the spring, but now he's showing us exactly what he got. Talk to me, man. Young Arvell Reese. He's a beast.
So I kind of want to eat some crow here. Yeah, man. Like,
please do.
I'm gonna eat some crow.
Put a soda on the side. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need a crow sound effect for real. Like,
For real.
Well, to be honest with you, it's been a while since somebody has actually, honestly, proposed to, fry up some of that crow in the backyard.
Yeah, they used to be a thing.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Down the original right there.
And the reason why I'm eating crow, ladies and gentlemen, for the people that don't know, you know what I mean? I think some of my compadres know where I'm going with this. But reason why I'm doing this is because in the draft process, I said, I don't know about drafting this guy. This is before the draft. Okay, this is prior draft, okay?
Yeah, you gotta say
and
that
I
part
said, I
louder.
don't know about drafting him because, okay, this is prior, all right? This is prior draft. And I said, I don't know about drafting him, right? Because to me, he's too similar to Abdul Carter. And I said, why would you have two Abdul Carters? Now, again, I am sort of right because he's in that mode of Michael Parsons, and that's where Abdul Carter is as well. So they're kind of like twins, right? But reason why I'm eating this crow is because he's far more and way more value than even Michael Parsons. Hear me out. All right. We all know Michael Parsons is one of the best pass rushers in the league. He provides that, and he can stuff the run, which Arvell Reese can do, right? He can do those things. But what also Arvell Reese can do is drop back in coverage and take down and take out these tight ends. He's a complete player. Absolutely complete. If you wanted to make up the perfect linebacker, put it in AI, Arvell Reese will come out. Pause. Okay? So, to have that guy that I'm going to get to watch for at least 5 years, I'm ecstatic because everybody knows how I feel about linebackers. So yes, I want to eat this crow because I was wrong on just putting, he's just another Abdul Carter on him. No, he's an Arvell Reese. The end.
Yeah, I was trying to get the crow in there. I couldn't get it. I couldn't get a good one.
I see. I heard a little bit.
I was trying. I couldn't get a good one, bro. I was trying to get the original crow.
Yeah, that bird needed some milk.
Somebody
Yo,
smacked
shout
that
out to
crow clean
school.
out the sky,
Shout out
boy.
to school. What up, fellas? She said, salute to school again. You know what I mean?
Ooh,
Family.
What's going on, school?
What's going on, family?
That bird needed some milk.
Yeah, man. Yeah, eat that crow, Shakes. Yeah. I remember you saying that. I remember you saying that, and I was like, yeah, I understand. I get what you're saying, Shakes. I get it, but this kid, he could cover. And so once we got into a situation where it's like, yeah, but shit, Abdul could cover too, but I don't know. You know, at this,
Not like that.
you know, junction,
Not
not
like
like this, yeah, not like this, not like this.
yeah.
Yeah, because he was doing this shit. He got notch on the belt with it. So
That's that
But
Tony
yeah,
Reich shit. Yeah, he could cover, but
He
not
can
like
cover.
that.
not like that, though.
But not like that.
Not like that.
Not like that. All right. So moving on, day 3, the play that ended the day, man. Cover 0 disguise. Pretty much they had everybody on the line of scrimmage. I know Jackson was like, "What in the fuck is this?" Sheesh. And pretty much after he got trapped with that disguise, sat in the zone, was young Darius Alexander, dropped back in the zone. Ended the game scenario, by the way. The offense had to score. This was, score or lose the game. Defense had to stop them or lose the game. And ultimately, Darius Alexander was the one that came down with the interception. Said he dropped back athletically, dropped back while looking at the quarterback. Stepped into the zone, stretched those long, I think he got 72. I'm not sure, pause. 72-inch arms out there, grabbed the rock and sat on his fanny, ended the game. Crowd erupts. How we feeling about Darius, man, in this second year, man? Because we already know what the defense is doing to the offense. We can see this just off the cover zero look. We already know what damage they was doing to the young man. Be easy on Dart, Shake said. But how we feeling about Darius's, acceleration and him coming along, man, going from a young veteran who pretty much missed a good portion of camp due to some ailment to now taking these reps. He's ready. Seems like he's ready. Talk to me, Ghost.
Love to see it, man. I mean, you saw the potential, him coming out of Toledo, obviously. Just maybe the situation with the competition at the smaller school kind of held him back a little bit in terms of development. And also, he had the injury situation, too, early on, didn't he? So, a couple setbacks here and there, man. But I fully expect him to take that next leap in year 2 because the talent is there. And again, man, the main theme of this offseason is management. The right senseis, the right teachers. So, man, making plays like this with the tip drill, if I'm not mistaken, right? This is, putting your hands up in the lanes. Remember, man, it's not only caught. So that's right. He dropped back. Correction. Because I keep thinking about the KT. Yeah. I keep thinking about the Kayvon Tibbs tip one. You know what I mean? Because and that's the thing, though, man. Like this defensive line, it's just looking crazy right now, man, with the schemes and the setups. And to have a defensive tackle like Darius Alexander going in coverage and making plays, That's crazy. Man, you love to see it, man. Right. But, man, shout out to Darius Alexander. Nothing but confidence for the second year leap.
Yes, sir. Same. Talk to me, man. Darius ended the periods, man. How you feeling about him?
That's good. That's a step in the right direction because he didn't play most of the season last season. He doesn't even have 17 games under his belt. So he will be going into his second year, but still pretty much a rookie. You know what I mean? So it's going to be really important for him to take what he learned in the classroom and put it on the field. Because I think damn, who did we lose? We lost a tackle. Who did we? What was the tackle that?
Name, bro.
Nacho?
Yeah.
Right,
Nacho. Nah. Roy Robinson Harris.
Yeah.
So when we lost him, that'll put more onus on Alexander to step up and fill these voids. You know what I'm saying? Because the depth that we was planning on having and him being a part of is no longer there. We still got players, but not the players that we plan to start the season with. You know what I mean? He's a young up and comer. I expect him to make some splash plays, man. I expect for people to know Alexander's name about 3/4 of the way through this season, man. He's going to bring more to the table than people may think or even know, because he's one of the hidden gems on this team, I feel. And last year, the time he missed, I don't think it was really even due to injury. It was like some type of illness or something.
Yeah, it was medical. It was medical.
Yeah, go ahead, though. Keep going.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to him getting out here and showing out, man. I'm looking forward to him getting out here and showing everybody what he could do and what he brings to the table. Shout out Alexander, man. I love the pickup in the draft, and I know he ain't gonna let us down on the field.
Yes, sir. We loved it too.
That's
that
for
night,
sure,
man. We erupted. We erupted that night. We chose that kid. All right, LLP, talk to me, man.
Great
Second
name.
year.
Indeed. Great name. Great player, great person thus far. Continue that trajectory. And if you can go back to that other clip, other slide, iron sharpening iron. This is going to be a learning experience for Dart, because I'm looking at the drop back.
Yep.
That looks like it can be confusing from a 5 to a 7.
I think 5.
You know what I mean? And the hitch.
Yeah.
Right? So
And
it's a
out.
learning lesson for him to be able to look at the film and know how that can work out for you next time with other people. And it's definitely a blessing for Alexander. Alexander, don't forget to ride. You know what I'm saying? No matter where we go, make a name for yourself, and you are not going to throw away your shot. So keep on hitting them over the head with talent, bro. And I had to clear my throat. I'm going to do that shit again because that note probably, represented myself wrong. But only reason the voice ain't called me yet is because they lost my number. That's the only reason. They lost my number and they need to find it again. But continue. I digress.
No doubt, no doubt. Shout out to the family. Barry in the building. Said a 10-sack cat.
Darius? Okay. I was wondering.
Yeah, he said Alex, Abdul, and Reese. Flex emoji with the fire emoji. Shout out to Barry.
Not even talking about Burns or KT either. That's the crazy part, man.
So many people, bro.
Yeah.
So many
Shakes,
people.
man. Talk to me, man. How you feeling about Darius Alexander and his rise to stardom? Because it's looking like it's going to be him, man. He's going to get the opportunity.
I think this was like a topic on That's on Giants or something like that.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and we spoke on it, and we spoke on the medical issue about it and all that. Like I said in that show, to me, even though I was saying that and didn't even know it really was a medical at that point, I was just saying that in the beginning it was slow, and I thought it was just because of the injury, the time missed. He did miss a lot of time in camp, in the preseason and all that stuff. So it took him a little time to adjust, and then as we found out, it was an illness. So that was another thing where he had to, battle his way back through. So of course you're not going to be totally who you are, and then you're a rookie at that. You know what I'm saying? So he had to jump a lot of hurdles in that rookie season. But in that end of the season, you can tell the potential that we seen. Because, I mean, the boy was wrecking. I ain't going to say wrecking havoc, but he was providing pressure. Okay? He's providing pressure. And you can see the glimpses. And so I kind of expected this leap going in year 2. And this is the reason why when we still had Dexter Lawrence, I was still like, well, why are y'all sitting there talking about, we need another defensive lineman, get DJ Reader and all that. And I'm like, well, I mean, we all right, we got Darius Alexander, we all right, we cool. End up losing Dexter, and then we really needed DJ, but okay, you know what I'm saying? But still, to my point, Darius Alexander can hold his own. Now, I'm looking at this slide here, and the name under it is upsetting me.
Yeah, me too.
Because
me too.
And for me, right? And this is for me. I had expectations of him just coming in and being an immediate starter. He was here before DJ Reader, and I thought that he was going to be one of the 3, right? Looks like they got Fatu, right? Your boy, Black? Yeah, they got Fatu in there right now.
He fought too.
You know what I'm saying?
He making plays.
He making plays too, yeah.
Yeah. So
making noise all over.
Come on, Shelby, baby. What you doing, man?
You know what Shakes? Shelby is giving me that Jonathan Ledbetter vibe right now. Remember that Jonathan Ledbetter sighting we had?
That is a name.
So I'm hoping and praying that when the pads come on, Shelby get to show him exactly who he is.
Right.
Yeah, that's probably what he waiting.
To me, I think he's the veteran Darius Alexander. To me.
Yeah, because he had that pass rush with him. Because that's really the thing with Darius. I think you were saying, the thing about when Dexter was here and all of that. But really, Darius is really like a 3 and a 5. Like he's not no 0. He's not no nose, man. So I think that's why everybody was saying that. But his potential to just rush up field is what everything. But go ahead, bro.
No, I was just going to say, but at that time we had Dexter Lawrence, so we don't need a 0. You feel me?
Well, we needed somebody to spell him.
Okay.
That was
But
it.
you
You know
got
what I mean?
Fatu
And he was
now.
coming
But
off.
yeah,
He was
but
coming off the
I
bench. No, Darius was coming off the bench. So that's why that was a conversation. But he wasn't even that type of player. So we shouldn't even had that conversation really.
Yo, can I just say real quick? I love the picture because he looked like he just made a big ass fresh pot of some delicious catfish. Y'all come on over here and get some of this catfish. That's what you look like right now. You know what I'm saying? That's a
Well,
credit.
first of all, due to the fact that the man with 3 names is injured with an Achilles, he's earning first team reps off the rip because that was, Roy Robinson Harris's spot. That's why they holding him, not even pumping him and putting him on the injured reserve or anything because they hoping he can come back. But yeah, with elite combination of athleticism and versatility, a massive defensive chess piece. He really is, to be honest with you. Glad we did draft him because imagine if we didn't have him. We'd be in trouble.
Nice.
Hey, yo, real quick, fam. William Horton in the chat asking, do you think the Giants will upset the Cowboys in week 1? Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Yes. The answer is yes, and yes.
Will. Hey,
But
Will.
Trey,
Where
you
Yes,
you
sir.
been
got
at?
upset.
Where you been at, Will?
Shout out to William Horton. What up,
We
Willie?
ain't scared of these
William Horton, you know what I
motherfuckers.
mean? Not at all.
We ain't afraid of these motherfuckers.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, man. All right, some offensive bright spots, man. Hey, we had a Jalen Hyatt sighting.
Come on.
We've been quiet, man. Yo, I'm gonna tell you like this. Soon as Jalen saw them sign up them three veterans, he was like, "Oh yeah, my hamstring good. My hamstring,
All of a
my
sudden,
hamstring is good, and I ain't giving up this 13." So Jalen Hyatt produced a deep reception, proving his speed remains a vital weapon for stretching the defense vertically. And Theo Johnson, shout out to Theo Johnson, man, because we was kicking his back in thoroughly. I went back and listened to that. Shout out to Theo Johnson, man, because he had a few drops back to back consistently, and some of the the camps, and had a bounce back day from previous drops. Made a strong play up the seam, securing the football, responding to the adversity. You know what I mean? And Art Green returned. Whatever with Art Green. But talk to me about Jalen Hyatt, man. Anybody still have confidence in young Jalen Hyatt?
Yes, I do. I raised my hand.
Hey, talk to me about your confidence in young Jalen Hyatt and why it remains.
I don't really know. I just feel it.
Oh God.
He said, I don't know. It's just
hell no.
It's
Just
just
feel
a
it.
feeling.
No.
No.
Hell to the no.
No.
Yeah,
Y'all
I
can
don't
throw
have,
the white paper at me over in the corner. I just was like, yeah, go ahead, do your thing, man.
yeah, I don't have
Yeah.
any faith in Hyatt.
All right. This is a better question. Does anyone believe that Jalen Hyatt winds up at least on the practice squad?
That's about it, and he won't be
Hell
wearing
no.
13.
Maybe.
Listen, bro, he gone, man.
Maybe.
I think he
Hey,
go.
he
He going
gone.
to Brian Dable. He going
he
to
gone.
Brian Dable, bro.
H-Town said Hyatt do have speed, just hasn't been productive. And part of that's the senseis and the teachers in the building. You could put at that feet too, but there's a couple plays there where he just lack of effort, man. I get it. The surroundings might not be where you want to be at, but you got to make the most of it. And unfortunately, he hasn't.
That's
Yeah.
a fact.
And it's time to
seen
rip the
him
Band-Aid
give up-
off too.
Shout out
I
to Soderberry. You know what I mean? He got with the coaching situation,
Right.
absolutely. And I couldn't agree more. But again, attitude.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's too late
I
going,
got
man.
big drop. My bad.
Yeah, I seen him give up on routes, man. I seen
Yeah.
him give up on routes because he know that he was nothing but a decoy. I seen him give up on routes. I don't want that on my field. I don't want that, man. You know what I mean? Just because you know that the ball is not going to you, you running half-ass routes and things like that. I sat and watched tape of him doing that. You know what I mean? You could be disgruntled or whatever, but the fact that you have a whole new slate here with Harbaugh, You got to get out here and ball out because we eyeing that 13. We eyeing that 13. I'm not going to lie. Because Carter already got 3. Carter changed his number to 3 earlier in the season before OBJ got there. So we're scheming on that. We're scheming on that 13. You don't have no choice but to go out there and put your best foot forward. You need to tell them, hey, I can do specials. I could return the ball, or I could gun. You need to bring up your value. You need to bring more to the table than just a speedy wide receiver, because we have a few of those.
Right. Bring water out with the water boys or something, like, you know what I mean? Bring value.
Man. Oh man.
Yeah. H-Town said, man, the coaching was terrible, but he was open a bunch of times, yet his approach and attitude isn't what it needs to be chosen every game. Yeah.
Those are facts.
I mean, well, you know, I
He
think
had
at
a
this
chance.
point, I think at this point in time, man, the way that coaching was, as far as the attitude and approaching the way you attack things. Because remember, I mean, you know, one of my gripes is, you know, during training camp, Malik doing drills and stuff without his helmet on. I was like, what the hell is this? You know, sometimes you don't, you know, not even practicing toe to toe and all this. Listen, man, that coaching staff was a joke. It was a bunch of coordination going around, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't no coaching for real. So right now, what we getting to right now, that boy is in the weeds, man.
Finito, Popeye. It's time to take him out. It's over.
I'm rooting for him, just like I'm rooting for Neil, and just like I'm rooting for Lele, because I do think that, and Banks as well.
Yeah, I'm rooting for
because
Banks.
there was
I'm
coaching that followed, that was under them, that gave me reasonable doubt. And it's up to him though. You know what I mean? I can't carry the flag for you, but I am rooting for him. Because thinking about it, if I'm looking at the upside of having a Wyatt versus a Juju who's already had a career for some years, veteran in the game, and can find a spot, I'm pretty sure he will land somewhere else. But if I'm, you know what I mean, like, who goes if he excels? So I ain't gonna get too much into that right now, but that's how I'm kind of looking at it. The upside for him would be really good for us and for himself to have a career as a New York Giant if he performs. But I don't know. I don't know though.
Brother H-Town said Leak, Mooney, Slayton, Austin, Juju likely is a good start. Brother Satterberry said Slayton said it too. I guess he was talking about that room and stack. They say Barrios is doing good and showing up. Banks, they say, has been showing up. Yeah. Gotta do it. And another person who's been showing up, who showed up day 4 and has been, you know, pretty much, I think is going to take that number 2 wide receiver position is young.
Nah.
Malachi Fields.
Malachi Fields, baby. Look at that slide. Beautiful.
Woo, Lord.
Boy out there showing up.
Play of the day. Opening up. Just opening up the, the periods. I don't know if there's 11 or 7 or 7, but play of the day. Jackson Dart to Malachi Fields. First play of team drills. 50-yard deep ball pause beats who? Greg Newsome in coverage. And we're not talking about a jump ball. He beat him stride for stride, I heard. That's the word on the streets. Heard that from Justin Pinnock. Shout out to Talker Giants and things of that nature. Plus Dart hits Theo 707 with a touchdown. But let's talk about Malachi, man. Malachi. I'm telling you, man, this is another one that's going to be dangerous. I'm waiting for his jersey number to change because his will, as well as, the closer we get to the situation. But talk to me, Ghost, man. Talk to me how you feeling about young Malachi Fields. This is what I really truly feel too, Ghost. You was the only one trying to draft this kid when we was doing all those mocks. What about Malachi?
From
Right? And then we wind up,
beginning.
you talking about him in the 4th, 5th round. And we wound up trading for him in what? Come on,
Right.
man, stop playing.
And they obviously knew something about him, man. And he's just a hardball guy. What is it, 6'4", like 220 pounds, 215, something like that. Like he's just, he's the big body, the giant receiver paws. This is what we need. We are New York Football Giants. Why not have New York Football Giant players? Forget the Wandellis, man. Peace be the Journeys. You made your money somewhere else.
Kelly, man.
You are just not a giant player. Malachi Fields, on the other hand, is. He's a tone setter, in my opinion, and a game changer. Because while you worried about Malik Neighbors, guess what? Malachi Fields. So with those two monsters on the outside, and you got a Scatterbo and a Tyrone Tracer to worry about in the backfield, on top of them Isaiah Likely, Lord have mercy.
Pick your poison.
Lord have mercy. Yes, sir. But yo, man, this is gonna be the last thing I got to say for the night, man. Unfortunately, we're getting at the point, at least for me. So I'm just
Bro, it seems like your power meter is like on 20%. I love you though.
Ghost,
I love
man.
you regardless, baby. But I know you was like, man, I talk to y'all later.
Oh yeah, nah, just I gotta go have a conversation with Miss Hank. Right. You know how that go. The lady waiting for me. So, but shout out to the crew, man. Much love to all y'all brothers, man. Knock them dead for the rest of the show. Shout out to the Big Blue Ocean. You know what it is, man. Much love. Make sure you run up and sub up, and stay tapped and tuned in because we're gonna be laying it down when it comes to these New York Football Giants that we love so much. And I always say, the New York the Big Blue Revolution will be televised. Love you too, LRP. You threw me off a little bit, but shout out to y'all, man.
Love you, bro. I'm just saying, shout out to all the people that got a woman. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Shout out to the family. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sure. But man, peace.
Peace, family. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Same. Talk to me, man. Young Malachi Fields, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, man. All those names that you're not really thinking about and talking about. I'm looking for all those guys to step up, whether they're rookies, second-year players. I'm looking for the ones that you really don't got your attention on to be making splashes for this team and become a recognizable part of this team. You be like, yo, just like I was saying about Alexander. We don't talk about Malachi much, but I think he's going to have some of that play that you can't deny. You're going to have to talk about it. He's going to be entering a lot of conversations due to his gameplay and his ability to be open if he's one-on-one. He's one of those guys. Go up there and get it, man. Go up there and get it. If one-on-one, I'm open. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely need that threat on the outside and let everybody else, like you gotta bracket already Neighbors. You already gotta bracket him. Then you gotta worry about, like the brothers were saying, you got running backs who can catch the ball coming out of the backfield. Then you got a Likely. And you're not thinking about somebody like a Malachi. And he'll be the one chewing up yardage on you.
Chewing up your third cornerback.
I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you. And Greg Newsome, do better. I'm rooting for you.
Yo, didn't he run a 4.3?
He did.
Oh.
Greg Newsome.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why you said who, right? About Malachi.
Nah, I
but
thought
meanwhile,
you was going to say Malachi Fields.
Nah.
I thought you was going to say Malachi Fields.
Nah. He just said Greg Newsome's name, bro. He just said Greg Newsome's name.
That's why I said
Nah. I'm glad you reacted and responded that way because they were saying Malachi ain't fast enough to play the position, man.
You got that game speed, though. It's a difference. All
and that I'm going to weigh into my soliloquy. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm saying
you go ahead, bro. It's on you.
All that 40-yard stuff, that doesn't equate to game speed, man. Some people they just got it like that.
All the time,
you know what I mean? Go ahead, Montana.
LLP, you good?
Let me go to LLP. Yeah, we go to LLP last. You should switch it up. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, do you think, bro? You got something to say?
All right, so you kind of skipped me on the Hyatt joint. So I'm gonna speak on the Hyatt real quick.
My bad.
No, you good, bro. It's all right. It's all good.
I was clowning too, so it's partially my fault.
Yeah, it was. I ain't gonna lie. But
I was clowning.
nah, but seriously, as far as Hyatt is concerned,
Mhm.
it's two things that makes me upset about Hyatt. Number one, when you take that number, when you take that number 13, after somebody had made that number special, just like in Dallas with the 88s and all that.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be in Dallas, play for the Cowgirls, wear number 88, and play like a Darius Slade.
Here you go. What? Come on,
I'm just
man.
saying,
Yeah, he had to
he
take
caught
the
a
shot.
stray. Yeah, he caught a
He
stray.
had to take the shot.
You know what I'm
He had to
saying?
take the shot, man.
He caught a stray. But yeah, I'm serious though, bro. You feel me? You can't do that, bro. So if you
Everybody
go
looking
to
at
the
the wall
Giants-
like he wasn't supposed to get shot right there.
You know what I'm saying? So if you come up to the Giants and you wear that number 13, bro, you supposed to come on this team and rep it right. You supposed to have that.
They took him away. He talking some BS. They ain't want.
Yeah.
See,
They wanted to.
Start talking about
Airway.
Slayton. You get Slayton with that
Before-
straight. They trying to take
They
you
took
away.
you
man.
away, bro. You
Before
talking
they
some
did
BS.
You know what I'm saying? No,
and the
seriously, bro.
congregation say,
You know what I'm saying? No, seriously, man. I'm dead serious, man. You can't.
We ain't
yo.
hear you what you was saying. You kind of faded.
Yeah.
yeah.
was saying was-
like, fuck what you talking about.
Again, you know what I'm saying? When you wear that number 13, you know what I'm saying? You supposed to have that dog in you. You supposed to rep that number right. And he did not do it. He don't have that dog in him. He never will have that dog in him. All right? So he's a total disappointment to that number that he carried. All right? Number two, for somebody to come into the league and get questioned by a coach about a certain thing, an aspect of your game,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't get no better at that aspect at all, proving this coach to be right, and which this coach is on the coaching staff now, I believe.
Yep. Now he in the building.
You feel me? So, for that coach to call you out on this aspect, and for those who don't know what I'm talking about, he called him out on his route running. And your route running is pure doo-doo.
Hold up. The coach from Dallas that asked him in that video about his route running is
yeah, he's in
now
the
on
building.
the staff.
Yeah, he's in the building.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
I
serious?
know he
didn't even
was.
know
I
that.
know he was last year. I don't know this year. I know he was last
No,
year.
he's in.
Okay. I don't know if he was a
Crazy.
holdover.
So, again, yeah, I mean, to my point with this Hyatt joint, you a bum, kid. And soon as Beckham got into the building, you should have said, "Here's your number, sir."
Yeah, that's fucked up to see that guy again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't hold this number in high regard like you. Cause I played like per D trash.
No, he probably showed up like, damn. Can
Like,
you
oh,
imagine?
damn, you want your number back? Is this yours?
What year is
You know
this?
what I mean?
4? Is this his
Yeah.
4th year?
It's been a minute.
Yeah, he's doo-doo, bro.
Yeah.
He's doo-doo,
Oh,
baby.
man.
And so
Yeah.
I'm done with that kid, bro. Needs to be gone. And I ain't gonna say no more about it. I don't like him more than I don't like Slayton. And that's saying something.
Wow. Slayton ain't
All
say nothing to you.
I don't give a fuck.
Hey, Chicks, but what about
This man
Malachi,
Slayton
man?
is
Give
Slayton.
All
Malachi.
right, now
So-
I'm getting to it. I'm getting
Okay.
there. All right. Now, as far as Malachi Fields is concerned, from what I heard, when Slayton went down, he stepped up. And he did a great job as a rookie in the camp so far. But my gripe is this. When I evaluated him and I watched him, I did not like how he did not get separation. Y'all know, everybody knows me. You know what I'm saying? If you've been listening to me for the last 12 years, everybody knows that I love speed. Alright? I love speed. Getting separation, getting away from somebody, 5 yards, and the dude ain't nowhere near you on some neighbor shit. That's what I love. Alright? Not a guy that's going to get this cornerback to stick to his hip the whole fucking route. Okay? And that's what I did not like about Malachi Fields' tape. Alright? Just point it out there. But what I would say is, you know what I'm saying? What I would say is this.
All that bullshit you just finished saying.
No, because
Okay.
it's still something that I'm gonna definitely be on him, just like I was on Evan Ingram, with the blocking and all that shit. This is something that I'm distinctly looking at you on, bro. You know what I mean? That's separation. But what I'm gonna say is, even though you not getting the separation, you get the one-on-ones, just like my boy said, one-on-ones means he's open in his eyes. Because he's just going to jump over you, leap over you, grab the ball over your paws, you know what I'm saying? Like he's Wemby and you are Jalen Brunson. You know what I mean?
Yo, shot.
He shot. This guy here, bro. Yo.
Boy, shooting tonight.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
he out here
So you
with
remember that part in The Wire where old girl got out of the car and like, yo, you missed every last one of them, bro.
Yo, bro. All right, go ahead, man. Continue, bro. Continue, man.
So
Shots.
yeah, that's just something that I'm going to be paying attention to on Malachi Fields' behalf. But yes, I am impressed by him, and I love what I'm hearing so far.
all right.
He's a great locator of the ball, man. Like get his head around and find the ball. Pretty good with it. You know how to contort his body to gain an advantage on the defender, man. You know, I like those basketball plays when that ball in the air and it's just me and you. You know what I mean? Boxing them out and high pointing the football, man. That's going to be very advantageous to this team, man.
Yep. And it seems we're spreading the ball around as well, man. Day 4, man, you know, targets acquired, spreading the wealth. Isaiah Likely caught a big play on the sideline, big gain. Calvin Austin, man, he's another one who since the spring has just been showing up, brother. Just been showing up. Caught a first down on the boundary. Braxton Berrios, who was showing us he looked, man, from the special teams to everything in the second team with him and Jameis, he looking like the new gunner for real. You know what I'm saying? With a quality completion, which more than likely that was the second team. Darnell Mooney with some positive yardage. And Theo Johnson, deep sideline gainer. Down, man, with a tutty in the bank. That's the good thing about Jackson Dart, man. You know, your son Shakes is that kid is relentless, man. He relentless, you know what I'm saying? And you know, when he threw that the interception to Alexander, they said he threw his helmet down on the ground. Fuck! did one of those, you know what I mean? But you know, how we feeling about the snap share and the way we're going to spread this ball? Because I know we're going to run the rock. We've been exhibiting that, of course, during the days, you know, of training camp. But if we could show some run out of 12 personnel, we're going to be killing people, bro, directly. Because I'm telling you right now, we dangerous on the skill positions. Mrs. Mina Kimes, we're dangerous. Well, how y'all feeling about you know, us spreading the wealth and actually, you know, the skill positions once again, man, and how it's looking thus far?
If I can go
Talk
first.
to me, Shane. Oh no, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, real quick, Shane. I'm sorry. I just want to go first on this one because I got to give the flowers to Braxton Berrios. The brother had stops at New York Jets and Miami Dolphins, and I'm glad to see him here to be able to showcase. Even if
Running in
it's
Houston too.
Yes, he was also in Houston. Correct. Thank you. But a lot of people kind of ruling him out because of the journeyman status. But this kid works hard and he goes hard in the paint every day. He practices hard. He shows what he can do. And I just I really like that kind of person in this building with this kind of coaching at this particular time in his career. I don't know where it's going to go. I don't know if they decide on him or not. I don't. But I wouldn't be mad if they did. And based off of the conversations we just had about the current person weighing 13, if you had to replace somebody, because that's kind of how I'm looking at it, you're going to have to replace somebody with somebody. So I ain't mad at that. Shout out to Braxton Berrios.
No doubt. No doubt. All right, Saint, talk to me, man.
Out here spreading the wealth, man. That's going to be a big problem for the opposing defenses. Like, especially if we start doing like RPO. Well, not even start. We're going to do RPOs.
That's coming. Yeah.
You know what I mean? The RPOs is gonna be hurting you. And then you got someone like a Braxton Berrios where he has the special teams acumen under his belt. I do think he is Gunner's replacement, and he's going to make the team. So if he get out here,
taking my thunder all night. Go ahead, son.
Yes, I ain't been cooking all week though.
So if Braxton Berrios does get out here and show, because not to jump back, but there was times last season towards the tail end of the season where we needed Gunner, and he looked pretty good doing what he was doing in the slot and things like that on the offensive
as a receiver
side of the ball. Yes, and I think Braxton Berrios, if he has the opportunity to show that he could be able to make some noise on the offensive side of the ball, is just going to be able to solidify his position here because he's able to contribute in a multitude of ways, and it makes it that much harder to keep somebody like a Jalen Hyatt. You know what I mean? Then we got the tight ends. You go double tight, guys are splitting out, or it's going to be a problem. Like even with a Calvin Austin, right? He's building a great rapport with Jackson Dart. Darnell Mooney, we gave him a bag. We gave him money to be here. You know what I'm saying? So the competition between this wide receiver position and the skill positions on the offensive side of the ball, there's competition at every position. And that I really like it, man. Theo Johnson with the deep sideline gain for the touchdown. That's a plus because the last thing I heard from him, he got sidelined.
Yeah, he had a day.
Yeah, for dropping the ball yesterday. That's a way to turn it around. That's got to be coaching, and then you got to have the mental acuity to move on and move past things because you want to continue to get better. You know what I mean? So we got good problems on our hands in regards to the competition that we have and not having enough roster spots to keep all these players.
That's a fact, my brother. That's a fact. Hey, Shakes, talk to me, baby.
Man, that was a lot, Same. had me thinking that I got lost a little bit in what you were saying. So great shit. So first off, right, the thunder that you took, Braxton Berrios is definitely an upgrade over Gunner. That was what I was going to come out with was this is Gunner 2.0. So you lose a Gunner and then you get a guy that's similar to him but even better, right? And so like the Barrios thing. Second, Calvin Austin, my little man. I definitely represent for my little man Tate. I'm going to definitely hold it down for the little dudes all the time. But this guy right here, Calvin Austin. This is the dog that I'm talking about that we would want from fucking Hyatt. You know what I'm saying? This kid has that. Everything that we ask of Hyatt, Calvin Austin has it. When you talk about deep threat, Calvin Austin has it. You You know what I'm saying? When you talk about run after the catch, Calvin Austin has it. Talk about run routing, Calvin Austin has it. You know what I'm saying? Like he's everything that
Mm-hmm.
you done asked from Hyatt besides the size. You know what I'm saying? So love Calvin Austin. All right. Third, please, for the love of all football gods, and I mean this with everything I'm in my body. Okay? This is coming out from my soul. Okay? Darnell Mooney, to me, is the guy. He's the one. He's Neo in the Matrix. For me, to get this guy, Slayton, the fuck out of here finally, bro. He's my guy. He's my guy that's finally gonna get this dude the fuck out of here. Okay? So, for the love of all football gods, please don't drop the ball. Literally and figuratively. Don't drop the ball, Mooney. I need this, okay? And last but not least here. Last but not least. Beckham being back in the building, electrifying the fan base and all the players is another reason why I'm loving the skill position, because we're sitting here and he's electrifying, but he's still on the cusp of he still might not make this team, which will be so unjust, so
Watch
sad.
this real quick. Watch this.
Oh yeah, I know, I seen it.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
oh my God.
You know, and it would be so wrong for him not to make this team, and I believe he will make this team. But my thing is, even with that, you have guys in the building already that you're sitting there like, I don't know if he gonna make this team. Oh yeah, I got one more point, right? I'm sorry, but we have wide receivers that is actually in the building that's going to do what we need them to actually really do. And you ask the question, well, what is that, Shakes? Blocking, motherfucker. Okay? We need some wide receivers that's going to be able to stick their nose in and block down the fucking field. And we have that in Burt. We got that in the rookie Fields. You know what I'm saying? And it's one more that is just missing my Juju is good as well. It's one more. But yeah, I mean, we got guys that actually love to block. And on this team, that's exactly what the fuck we need, because we're gonna be a run first team. Finally, I get my way.
Yes, sir, man. And putting the stats on the board. Your son Jackson, man, 7 on 7s. He was 9 of 11 with a tutty, several explosive completions, and 11 on 11s. He was 14 for 24 with 1 interception, plus 1 interception in the 7 on 7s towards the end of the period. But you know, I just think you know, when it comes to this Jackson Dart thing, man, remember when he first started the camp last year, and we looking like, all right, well, you know, we're gonna run with Russ, you know what I mean, and then eventually, you know, he'll get there. He was ready. He was ready before we already knew, and that, you know, we felt that. Well, at least some people felt that way towards the end of the training camp going into the season. That's why we couldn't wait to see him in the preseason. And just to see his evolution now. So when I see struggle and attached to this kid, It reminds me of when I was crying. I mean, of when I was laughing at him when he was crying when he threw that interception during that bowl game and they called it back. He takes it personal. This he's taking this personal. You know what I'm saying? This Denard Wilson defense. You know what I'm saying? Turning that heat up on him. He's taking it personal, right? So eventually, I think this kid will turn the corner, and all of whatever we think is an inconsistency on Jackson Dart, I think he will polish up because they're working on the feet. They're working on all of the things that Brian should have been working on, and not just trying to win games. They're working on all the meticulous, particular things that it takes to be a champion. And I think this kid has what it takes. But Shakes, I'm gonna start with you first, man. How you feeling about what they would consider to be inconsistency, but I see growth.
Yeah, no, this is him learning, man. This is him going through the process. And there was another point that I wanted to make about that defense in that slide. The thing about Dart is he's a very competitive player, as you was mentioning. Like, you know, he cried and all that stuff, and y'all made fun of him. This is even before Giant, when he was before Giant.
Yeah,
Look at your
before
son
the-
crying.
before
Look at
the
your
draft.
son crying. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I mean, because he cares, goddammit. He's competitive. Yeah, I mean, and that's what you want on this team, man. You want somebody that's like, man, I'm not going to take this motherfucking shit lying down, bro. Like, okay, you got me on that play. I'm going to come back next one and bust your ass, pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's who Dart is, bro. So when you got this defense doing this to him, pause again. You know what I'm saying? When you got this defense doing that to him, it's, yeah, I mean, it's going to raise his competition level because he's not going to just take that, you know what I mean, on some Diddy shit. Pause. He's just not going to take that.
All right. Yeah.
I don't wanna follow
LRP.
after that.
Yeah, all right.
Yo, join the Diddy party, man.
No, motherfucker, I don't want. Nah, I'm right there with you, Freeze. I see growth as well. I see that they are throwing it with him. They're working with his footwork. He's cleaning it up. As you can see later on in these clips here, he starts driving these passes, and they get deeper and deeper in depth. You know, and he's, like he said, he's a fiery guy. He's relentless. He's calling at 2 a.m., waking folks up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's dedicated to his craft.
There you go.
Craft. I believe that this kid, because he works on his craft, he's going to see some shit. You know what I mean? Just like the opening stage of that song "Smile" with Tupac. There's going to be a lot of shit you're going to hear. Shit going to make you want to smile.
All right. Talk to me, Sang.
We got a competitor out there, man. Losing means something. You know what I mean? The kid hate losing more than he like to win. You know what I mean? So to have him out there going through the growing pains is something he got to deal with. This defense, we're not going to take it easy on him. I think that was probably especially next week when we start hitting.
Mm-hmm.
See, I played ball. I only played up to high school, but I know how it feel to. I'm hitting everybody all day, but you got that red jersey on, and I can't hit you. You know what I'm saying? So it makes me going to be more aggressive to getting into your lanes and disturbing everything that you're trying to do, like with my hands up and all that type of stuff, to make you elevate your game, letting you know, hey, if I could hit you, I would have hurt you. You know what I mean? So that's the type of thing that he's going to be up against, man. These guys are going to be the offense is going to get beat. I mean, as the offensive line, there's going to be times they're going to get beat, and these guys are going to be in his face. And I'm going to need him to stand tall in the pocket and deliver catchable footballs. One thing he got to do is trust what he see, because sometimes you get used to the 1, 2, 3 pass stuff, and then you run into somebody like a Darius Alexander because you're just used to that 1-2-3 pass stuff against air. And then somebody like a Darius drop back on you. You wasn't accounting for him to be there. You know what I mean? Especially someone like a defensive tackle. So I need you to process what you see and trust in your eyes and your ability. You know what I mean? Even though a play is drawn up to be a 5-step drop and throw it, sometimes you got to believe in what you see. You know what I mean? Not trusting just your ability or your teammate to be where he needs to be. Sometimes you got to diagnose the fact that, hey, that guy's not going to win that route. I'm not going to go there. You know what I mean? And we already know that he's good at extending plays. But as far as things that are scripted, I think those are the, like, I mean, you know what I mean? Like the 3-step drop pass, the 5-step drop pass. Those are some of the things that's going to mess with him a little bit in regards to timing and things like that when it comes to his receivers are now going to be getting pressed next week. They're going to be putting hands on these guys, screwing up the timing. So that's why I come with trusting what you see, not just what you practice against air, you know?
Where he had on them Jack Johnsons too, saying. I don't know if anybody peeped it. He got on them Jack Johnsons, boy.
Real quick, man, to Will Horton, man. Yeah, we already did that show, man. We did it about 2 months ago. Go check it out if you ain't checked it out already, man.
18-0, baby.
You know, we predicted the upcoming schedule, and I think I agreed with you, Will. I think I had him at 10-7 as well.
Definitely. We got offense out of rhythm. Yep.
My bad. I had myself on mute. Yeah, with the so-called inconsistencies with Jackson Dart, which I believe is growth, the offense was out of rhythm, man. And it have to be. Ain't no other choice, man. You're gonna have to deal with this defense, man. We punching people in the mouth. I don't know if this is the year we taking out your quarterbacks or not, but we'll figure it out. So tip pass at the line of scrimmage. Here's Darius Alexander again. Darius Alexander again, right? With them long arms, pause. Intercepted by Paulson Adebo. Hold on, we're gonna need you to do that in the season, young fella. You know what I'm saying? That's why we paid you. We paid you for that. You know what I'm saying? Force a throw in 7-on-7s, which wound up being a leaping interception by Kraymon Edmonds, and that's some of what we need to see as well. And some people say, you know, this young man is always at, you know, right time at the right place, but sometimes I say some people have a nose for the football, and you know, if you look in his history, he does catch those interceptions. Please don't sleep on that young man from that perspective. Inaccurate deep passes, which was a near interception intended for Calvin Austin. That was some of, you know, a portion of the incompletions within those periods. But as we already spoke about, man, that's just what it is, man. That's just what it is. But let's get to the showstopper, man.
The meat and potatoes.
Meat and potatoes of this thing, man. Even though it was with this, you know, it was with the twos, Jameis Winston. But ODB, he needed this. He had to have it, man, because he hadn't, you know, he looked good in the drills and all of that, but he didn't look good during the live team periods as far as catching the rock. As we talked about, you know, young Arvell Reese, his only opportunity when he was targeted, batted it down, you know, in a zone situation. But for this one, the crowd erupted when Odell Beckham went up when an 18-yard touchdown from Jameis Winston elevated with the both feet toe tap. You know how, you know, the signature. Diamonds in the air, both hands, you know what I'm saying? 10-inch hands, pause. The lone touchdowns in that situational period. Yo, just give me the effect of, you know, this Odell Beckham thing, because I think we always, you know, talking about, yo, you know, if he makes the team. I think if he just puts together and stacks days, just like, you know, Neighbors is trying to stack being healthy. If he puts these days together just like this in these team periods, you know what I'm saying, just showing out and flashing and doing what he's been doing all his whole career, especially now that he's healthy, talk to me, Sam, about the electricity that this is going to bring during the season, because he's already in the building.
Yeah, man. You already know before the game even start, pre-game, people come in the stadium early just to see him make his fancy one-hand catches before the game even start. You know what I mean? He's electric himself. But one thing I noticed about him, man, his legs got so much bigger, bro. Does that mean he's that much stronger?
Mm-hmm.
Is he going to be a force to reckon with in the short passing game? You know what I mean? Like
Short area quickness.
Getting out there and blocking. And he's a grown man. He's no spring chicken anymore. I think he's about 33 years old.
Yeah. 33.
You know what I'm saying? So he took a little bit of time off. Hopefully that did good for his body. You see him out here moving with neighbors.
I'm saying,
man, it don't look like he missed much of a step, man. He dropped much of a step, man. And I'm looking for him to come here and be the veteran. And he's humble as can be, man. He took the veteran minimum. He's not on the first team, but he's a dog, man. You know, a dog. And right now, he eating real silent like. But when he get there, it's going to be because he made it that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the electricity going to come. It's like inevitable. He's like the calm before the storm right now that I'm seeing. He's not bringing attention to himself and all that type of things, like off the field or anything like that. He's coming in here to compete. And when you come in here to compete and you know that you're great, I expect him to carve out a position on this team when it comes down to the final 53. And I expect him to be heavily involved. Heavily involved, man. OBJ for the win, man.
OBJ for the win, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. Electric Boogie Yoogie, man. Talk to me, LRP, man. How we feeling about the return, man?
Gotta love it. Gotta love it, man. This is equivalent to LeBron James going back to Ohio. You know what I mean? Going back to Cleveland to win the championship. It means something different. It means something different to him. You know, the fame, the money has been made. The fame has been created. You know, you're no longer making a name for yourself in this uniform. You are making the uniform a name for you. So I can't wait to see it. I think he's absolutely going to prove it in spades. I know that he's older, but he's wiser and he's different. This is a different player now. You know, the experiences that he's had when he went off, coming back, whole new different regime. You know, amends have been made, and he's doing it for himself and the right purposes. So when you have that kind of drive internally, I got no choice but to root for you. So, and I think that it is going to come to fruition. I don't think that there's an if he makes a team. I'm like, when he makes the team.
When he makes the team.
Yeah, when he makes the team and contributes and competes, he's going to be there. You're not going to let an Odell Beckham Jr. away from a chance to shine with a Jackson Dart. You know, and the Malik Neighbors, LSU boys. The boys was moving in sync. It was like, I mean, if anything, being next to him rejuvenated both of those brothers. You know, looking like synchronized swimmers out there. So you gotta love it, and I love it too. And it's going to be dangerous. The Shaolin and the Wu-Tang is going to be dangerous. Do you think your Kung Fu can defeat me? Uncut. I like to try my Wu-Tang stuff.
You know what that shit look like? In that video, them looking like that, look like Ryu and Ken and shit.
Yeah, bro, I'm gonna give it to you straight from Bolivia.
You know what I'm saying? That shit look like Ryu and Ken. I do it.
And doing it shit like that,
Yeah,
cutting up like that.
that shit look like Ryu.
Talk to me, Sam.
Yo, We already know. I'm gonna touch on it again. Pause. He's a threat. He's a threat. I'll be glad when they get to the point in a season where you gotta pick your poison. You you're gonna have to bracket neighbors, and if Beckham get to a form to where you can't leave him one on one, I don't know what you guys are gonna do. That means people underneath are going to be able to eat. Are likely going to be able to eat. Scatterboo or Tracy out of the backfield going to be able to eat. Somebody, because these guys, man, he been there. He knows how to make the defense do what he want them to do. You know what I mean? Hit them with the that cuts, man. I'm looking forward to it, man. That's all I can say, man.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I
sir.
need to add him to my team so I can put up some videos of me running the offense with him in there. Because that's the only player that I don't have on the Madden Life that y'all seen. If y'all seen it. Gotta add him.
The humble veteran that ain't afraid to start from the bottom. I love it. He ain't on no diva shit. Because most people, they not trying to go to no training camp. Veterans, they don't want to go to no training camp. Nah.
Now, that's how you know he hungry though.
Yeah, I'm here to put in that work and earn my role.
In 2 years.
That's what
how
I
you
love
know
about
hungry.
it.
Yeah.
That's what I love about it. The fact that he has fans and he was still working out during that time, getting stronger, but removed away from the impact so his stuff can heal. I mean, that also may be a double-edged sword. I don't want to put that out there in the universe, but you know how people are. But what about the other part? Whatever.
So to me, I know you were saying like, oh, it's not a if, it's a win. He makes the team. To me, it's still like, I don't know if they're gonna have or put the numbers ahead of him and be like, well, because you don't play special teams, then we don't have no space for you type shit. That could happen. I don't think it will. I hope it won't. But that is a possibility. My thing is, where I'm looking at it, if I'm the guy and I'm making decisions, to me, I would want him to go for the starting slot position. Now, I know I got Calvin Austin there, and I got some dudes that can provide that. But to me, if I can get a healthy Odell Beckham as my starting slot, I say it again, Odell Beckham as my starting slot receiver, a healthy one. Oh my gosh. Because that's where he did most of his damage when he was here. Getting that slot, it was over. So if he's the starter and he can hold that down, man. But again, you got Calvin Austin, which to me, it's not like Calvin Austin is one of those guys that's like, even a Wandell, right? Like if Wandell was still that starting slot, we paid him the money, it's definitely Beckham would not be able to win that job. But because we got a Calvin Austin who's not no, oh, no, this is my position, ain't nobody taking it from me type of dude. He's a, whatever you ask of me, I will provide type of dude. And for that aspect, I don't see him being mad if Beckham does win that starting slot. And they can share it. But that's just my wishful thinking, and that's what I would do, is give him every opportunity to win that starting slot position. And if he doesn't, that's on him. But I would definitely give him that opportunity.
Yeah, most definite. Yeah, I mean, the main thing for him is that he's not playing the majority of any snaps, and I wouldn't even recommend it at this point in time. You know what I mean? There's probably 1 or 2 games if he get hot a little bit, but, just for him to have some longevity there, you know what I mean? You wouldn't want to overwork him. You know what I mean? Yeah, but go ahead, Sam. You about to say something, bro?
Yeah, I was saying that he might be in shape, but it still take a while to get back in football shape. You know what I'm saying? Like, get out here, and I think Austin got it locked up because they're doing nothing but strengthening the rapport that they already built. So it's going to be that much harder for Odell to come through and upend Calvin Austin out of that starting role right now, because not only have they built a rapport, they're strengthening it now continuously while Odell is catching passes from Jameis Winston on the second team. So it's going to be quite the fight, but he's a dog, man. And I do expect him to make an impression on this team and help deliver us some wins as well, man. And he might be able to contribute on specials. We don't know what's still in the tank. We don't know what them legs is still able to do, man. But he was always a threat on special teams when he played for us, even though that was during his younger years. You know what I mean?
But it's different now, though, too, with the dynamic kicking, as they call it. Yeah. But it's different. You can set up a play. You can set up a whole play for that.
True.
I mean, people ain't smacking up against you at 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, for sure. And that was, I had thought about that too, Sam. I thought about that aspect when they keep mentioning it, and that is something that's brought up. You don't bring special teams back, so I don't know if he's gonna make the team. I hear it, and to me, I was like, but when he came into the league, he was like one of the most dominated returners coming out of college.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, now we're not asking for you to be the number one receiver like we was before. So you can put your ass back there and return some goddamn kicks, goddammit.
Dodge, bob, and weave, goddammit. You still elusive. You know what I mean? Still absolutely fast and quick and shifty.
I'm absolutely
sure-handed.
But for longevity's sake, you kind of want to protect him if that's what you're doing.
Bro, you bubble wrapping the shit out of Beckham right now.
Yeah, I know we all just kind of jump off the bridge.
He's 33, man. I just want him to make it through at least half the season.
Man, this is last hurrah, man.
I'm saying at least make it through, man, because I don't want it to be, first you have a flash and then flip. Like, oh, damn it.
Hey, well, then that's your career, then, goddammit.
Nah,
but go out.
At the end of the day,
I'm pretty sure he's gonna give 110% each rep, though. I'm pretty sure that. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying for the team to protect him. That's all. But my bad, LP.
Nah, you good, bro. I'm just saying he's gonna make the team at the end of the day. If anything, he's at least an extra $20,000 to the bottom line. So he's gonna fucking make the team. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Let's not be all the way real. It's an extra $20,000 goddamn dollars.
Yeah, you gotta protect him from himself too, man. Because once you hit 30, man, you don't heal like you used to, man.
Exactly.
So you could have bubble wrap, but I'm saying you could give him some of that Malik Neighbors treatment too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, same. Yo, this is your last hurrah, bruh. Go all out, man. Till the wheels fall off. This is what you came back for. You ain't come back to be limited.
Limited. That's kind of funny.
Well, if he's in a crowded room, he's gonna have to be limited. He ain't the top dog no more. He's here to teach the top dog new tricks.
Yeah, but I mean, if they can work, you can find. So say if they have 7 formations, I formation, single back, et cetera, et cetera. You can find 15 plays in each one of those formations that he can sub into, where he can be productive, get his numbers, get his plays, be on the field, be a decoy, be a catcher. You can do that. You can absolutely do that. You can find value. You can get the value out of him if you put him in each formation that they have. Shotgun, single back, I formation, whatever, pistol. You know what I mean? They have multiple different setups out of each of those base formations, so you can do it.
Another thing with Odell, real quick, Shakes, is that he's learning the offense too. Him, Barrios, and Juju. So they came in, you know what I mean, towards the end of the process. So although they are veterans, they're still learning.
Right.
And so just like Jackson is seeing some of, you know, some frustrations out there, I'm pretty sure they jamming his ass. I'm pretty sure they don't want to look like no fools doing that practice tape.
Nah, for sure, definitely not.
Yeah, that's a fact. Because I don't see no defensive shit. That's all the shit we've been showing, the shit that I captured yesterday, it was nothing defense.
But see, this is why I'm saying what I'm saying about the slot, because to me, I feel like even though I consider, and it should be considered a starting position. You know what I'm saying? A slot receiver starting position. But you're not out there all the time. You're not out there mostly first, second downs. Maybe some, you know what I mean? But not every first, second downs. You're not out there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now, you want to do some passing. Now you're going to throw your third and fourth receivers out there. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, off the rip, you can use him as a starting slot. And this is not saying, okay, well, Austin, you fall to the back. Because, no, I think that he provides even more value than Beckham, even if Beckham was a slot. And let me explain that, because I know that shit sounds crazy. But, you know what I'm saying as far as the way they use these guys, I think the only guy that should be out there mainly, and you definitely probably don't want to put him out, but you know what I mean, you're going to definitely give him a breather, is Neighbors. You know what I'm saying? But everybody else is interchangeable. Everybody.
Yeah, you know they're going to ease him in too. Pause. You know what I'm saying? They're going to. You know how you ask a girl, let me just put the head in.
Yo, we on YouTube, bro.
Yeah, my bad. I know it's a family show. My bad.
Since when?
All right, man. So real quick, I don't want to hold the family too long. Pause. But yeah. So bounce back day for Theo Johnson, and I have to give him this because we kicked his back and kind of crazy. But you know, rightfully so, because he was putting together some consistency that was inconsistent. And what we needed here is this type of news. Dual threat weapon, Theo Johnson, dart, 7-on-7's fourth day, long touchdown reception, size, athleticism, also from Winston. So he playing with the ones and the twos. He repping. Deep seam route for signature gain, and he can do these things. He's too big to be dropping that ball. Pause, man. I just want to hear Shakes on this one because we kind of exhausted it, all three of us. But Shakes, talk to us about how you feeling about Theo Johnson's incline, decline, because he was putting together days to where he was dropping a rock, which looked like it was a lot of concentrations, and we went in on him. But he put together some consistency. You did. My bad. You did defend him. You said give him some leeway. But talk to me, Shakes.
I kind of would have defended him too. I kind of would have been with you, LRP. But here's my thing. I understand why y'all jumped on him like that, because this is the whole reason why Likely got the bag. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because if you was doing what you supposed to have done, and you ain't had these drop issues, they wouldn't even have looked his way. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta disagree with that real quick, Shakes. It would have absolutely been on board regardless.
I don't think so, bro. All right, so let me. This is why I'm saying I don't think so. So if he went off, right? Theo Johnson goes off, because the way he was playing last year, it could have been one of those breakout seasons for him. If he ain't had those drop issues, I mean, he had a lot of good flashes and some games. So my thing is, you know what I'm saying, with that, because of the dropsies, that's the reason why they went out and signed him. Because if he went out there and got close to 1,000, they wouldn't have went and looked at Likely and said, oh yeah, come over here and be a number 2 tight end. He would have said, kiss my ass, I'm staying in Baltimore. So because of that factor is the reason why Likely is here today. So I can see why y'all jumped down and was all on the part about the drop sheets in camp.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is the reason why
Mhm.
you got the boy in here. Now you gotta share the tight end one.
Mm-hmm.
If you even tight end one, you might be tight end two.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Now you got somebody they gave the money to that's saying, okay, yeah, I mean, you're good, but he's all right, but he's not real. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they said about you, bro. That's what they said about you. You're all right, but I like my guy better. That's what he said. So if that's the case, me as a player, I'm gonna bust their ass. I'm gonna bust their ass every time, and pause, but every time I get to practice, I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna show them, oh, y'all made a mistake giving that man the bag because this is mine. This spot right here is for me.
That's what's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Exactly. And for you to drop balls, pause, and all this shit while you're trying to show this new coach that I'm him? No, bro. It's unacceptable. So I'm glad he did bounce back. But yeah, y'all were right on attacking him. But I would defend him in the fact of, I think this kid has the talent, and I think he's going to take a huge leap this season because of all of the factors that I just brought up of likely being in the building.
Yeah.
All right then. All right then. I think what I'll do is we'll go here real quick, man. Yeah, LRP son, Jack Kelly, 7th rounder, locked down deep coverage on Calvin Austin, the third.
Mm.
Coverage,
Sheesh.
right? Also broke up near interception on 707. So when it comes to these kids, I think our draft classes are really looking good. I think that's why they re-signed Joe Shane on some quiet tip too. That was very quiet, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we also talked about the Malachi Fields 15-yard bomb. This class, talk to me about this class, man, because also we had a Colton Hood sighting. But talk to me about this class, man. How we feeling about this particular class before we get to here? Because I want to talk to Shakes about the Dominic Zavada. But talk to me how we feeling about this actual class. Are they impressing you thus far? Same?
Did we do our season prediction after the draft?
No, it was on release day, scheduled release day.
Yeah, schedule.
All right, so we're gonna have to do another one. That's
Yeah.
how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling because these
We might have to do it right after preseason.
Yeah, because
Yeah, season preview shit.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Joe Shane be cooking in a lot of ways, man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you.
A few ways, man.
In
That
the
dude
kitchen,
be
low-key.
cooking, man. You know what I mean? Like, going forward, man, we're gonna be one of the youngest teams out there, man, because we starting to build the right way. You know what I mean? Yeah, we got a good amount of veterans there, but I think this is a whole completely different team besides Darius Slayton
Mm-hmm.
in its entirety. There's
Money on the books.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in its entirety, it's just a completely different team. The building, the majority of these guys are young, coming from the draft. You know what I mean? So, well, the last draft, the draft before that. So before you know it, a lot of these guys on this team are going to be under 25, 26 years old, looking for another contract, you know what I mean? And contributing to this team and what we're going to be looking for in the future. Because I think they put their ducks in a row how they should be, man. He came in, got us out of cap hell, first of all. We was in cap hell, you know what I mean? And then he set us up in ways where we was able to eat in the draft. Even during the draft, I was getting upset because I wanted him to eat, and he shut me up again. He came back and ate again. You know what I mean? We got players that's going to be cornerstones of this team going forward. So the nucleus is strengthening as a whole, and this organization is finally taking them steps in the right direction in regards to the coaching that they brung in and the young talent that they brung in that has that ready to go and ready to learn attitude, man. I haven't seen people on this team that was too big for their britches, man. They all are approaching it with a certain amount of humbleness, knowing that everybody's learning right now. Everybody's learning right now. You're learning on defense, you're learning on offense. It don't even matter when you came here to the Giants or in the league. It's a new offense and defense for everybody. So they all get to learn with one another, and the young guys are getting tutored by the older guys, and maybe the younger guys are bunking with one another, and they're in the playbooks heavy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm proud of what this team has put together in regards to building that young nucleus.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, LRP, you too, man. Talk to me about how you feeling about these young draft classes, man, and how, all of them, have this stoic way about them, right?
Yeah, man.
Especially Arvell. Yeah, but talk to me, man.
I'm feeling good from when I stood maybe 12 feet from the man at the Senior Bowl and was like, has your philosophy changed? I swear to God, I was yelling that shit. I was like, there he go, right there. There he is. You know what I'm saying? I was looking for him. Where is Joe Shane? I need to talk to him now that I'm here. But since then, all of the kids that I scout and looked at in college have been signed. Abdul Carter, Jackson Dart, Cam Scatterbolt, Isaiah Likely, Daniel Falele, Jack Kelly. Man, I'm like, yo, did he listen to me? Did he listen to me? I don't know. I can't take credit for that. But that's what I run with it anyway, because can't nobody say nothing. Can't take it from me, so I run with it. And here we are. So I'm ecstatic, man. I think he's drafted well, built the team in his own image based off of what Harbaugh has wanted. And just to go back just 2 seconds to what Shake said, he left a situation where he had a 2 tight end situation. And he comes from a school where a 2 tight end situation is a thing. So that's why I don't give nothing away from Theo Johnson, but adding that Isaiah Likely keeps that same comfortability for him and what he's used to. It said, I'm used to 2 tight ends, and both of them can produce. So I just say that, and I'm super excited for this team. Keep it up, and we're going to see what it's going to be.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Real quick, Shakes, man. Talk to me about this young nucleus and, the draft classes, man, and how, how they looking. But also go into the slide, which is a special team sniper, Dominic Zavada, who you've been calling for. You even wanted to draft, so I told you stop that bullshit. But yeah, take us to the crib, and then, we'll get some closing statements after this.
Yeah, no. So real quick before I do that, you should feel that way, LRP. Yeah, I mean, you should feel that way, like, oh my gosh, is they listening? Because I can remember, my memory and shit, and I can remember for about 2-3 years straight, you was calling and banging tables for players, and they passed right on by. and what was so crazy was a lot of your players end up going right to Dallas and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there laughing at you like you getting mad every draft, and I'm like, yo, he goes through this every draft. You know what I mean? They don't pick my players. No, they never pick your players. Never, right? So for you to now feel like, oh my gosh, you got this, that guy, and this guy that I'm, you know what I mean? Rightfully so. Maybe they are listening to you, bro. because you've been banging the table and crying for 3 years. And they were finally like, okay, LLP, fine. We're going to give you your guys. They better work too. All right. So shout outs to you. Now, as far as the young nucleus is concerned, it's one thing to hit on your top picks, right? The first rounders, second rounders, all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. But when you get in production from your third rounders, fourth rounders, even sixth rounders, then that's when you know you cooking, as y'all would like to say. So yeah, I didn't never have a problem with, and I told y'all this from the jump. I'm like, man, hey, yo, look, man, Shane, he's doing his thing, man, with these players. The only time that I said this boy fucked up is when he let 26 out.
26.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Everything besides 26, letting 26 out that door, I've been down with it. You know what I mean? Like, all right, I like that. I like that. You know what I mean? And they gave me my son, pause, and Jackson Dart. And I mean, I got
that's
quarterback.
What, I think that's what really capped it off, man.
Mm-hmm.
That capped it off.
Yep.
Yeah. And getting Scatterbo and Jackson Dart at the same time, because it's like he didn't completely replace 26, but yo, he got a contender. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Shout out to LRP.
LRP, Scatterbo.
Yeah. Now, answer to this special team situation, because your son lighting Ish up, and I told the brothers the other day, man, I said, you know, my son is bended like Benny, you know what I'm saying? Pause, that's my son. You know what I'm saying? And he had his day, he shined, but he struggled as well. He struggled all spring. But Zavada been one of those springs, he went like a 15 for 50. He went crazy. And so far, you know, they've been going day for day. And today was his day, and he went 4 for 4, man. And he had the boots out, man. He had the Timberlands out. But talk to me about your son and how you feeling. And you think that we need to bring in a veteran to edge the competition on and just to protect ourselves in the long run.
Good, bro. He's him, bro. And I've been. That's why I was banging the table, bro. Because, bro, and y'all know this. Yeah, I mean, especially Black Freezy, man. We done had this conversation for fucking years, bro.
I know, that's why I got tired of you, bro.
Years, bro.
Tired of this guy. Damn
like,
kicker.
Bro, draft a fucking kicker, bro. I don't care. Use the 6th or 7th rounder on it. It don't matter anyway. Use it on a fucking kicker, because I'm sick and tired of this being something that is in our way. We can have a beast fucking squad. We can have fucking a squad that is beating up on every quarterback in the league, including the fucking Tom Brady. But yet, we can't make a fucking simple fucking field goal. And not only that, but we get to the 50 point, the 60 point and all that, and we still dead fish. We gotta still get 10 to 20 more yards to get in field goal range. While I'm watching Baltimore make it to the 40 and say, all right, that's good enough.
We good.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's good enough. I'm sick of doing that. I'm sick of watching these teams have that shit. Fucking Little just knocked on a 70-yarder. Why don't we have any of these kickers? We don't want them. We want to pick somebody off the street. Fuck that street watching shit. If you don't get a real
do respect. Your son came off the street, though. Your son came off the street. He came off the street.
Bro.
He was our priority, but he came off the street.
Real fucking kicker in here. And that's exactly what the fuck they did. They ain't waste a draft pick on like I would have done. I definitely would have drafted him in the 6th, 7th round this year. If it was up to me, he would have been drafted. But
we needed that Jack Kelly them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's cool. But he would have been my pick. I don't give a fuck. Jack Kelly would have been a fucking signing. Alright? So anyway, you know what I'm saying? Back to my point is we needed a fucking real kicker in this motherfucker. And that's what the fuck we got, bro. This guy is him. He's the truth. The boy got a boot. I watched this kid in college. The hardballs know this boy. So I just said, this is a match made in heaven for me. And that's
him in
why
the winter
I was
time?
banging the table to draft him. Say what?
Is he him in the wintertime with the wind swirling?
That's something we're gonna have to find out. But look, man, he
Yeah,
played in
yeah.
Michigan,
The boy
bro.
played in Michigan.
He played
Yeah,
in
listen,
Michigan,
listen.
bro.
My main thing about him is just the consistency. That's because that's what you need as a kicker.
Yep, and
So,
that's his problem.
His
I ain't gonna
problem
lie.
is short and intermediate.
Yep.
He get the pulling stuff. So that's my issue with the kid. And you
Mm.
know how that go, because if you pulling stuff like that, pause, automatically extra points is looking like side eye, like what the Dominic. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Mhm.
that's why I was asking the point of nudging and making sure you get the veteran in here to show, like, yo, man, I may not be able to boot this joint 60 yards, but I can make all these 30s and 40s. You heard?
But and the reason why I'm saying no, bro, is because you had one in the building and they were just like, yeah, you know what, this boy. Is
Yeah, but
way
he
better.
wasn't ready, Shakes. He needed more milk. He
That's
was hip
crazy,
and all
bro.
that.
'Cause
He wasn't ready, man.
And he over there with the Jets now, right?
Huh?
It ain't
Didn't he
going.
go across
It
the
ain't going
building?
well. Yep, and it's not going well either.
I was about to
Yeah.
say I didn't even know that though.
Yeah, I
go ahead.
just
Yeah,
read.
yeah, he
some-
wasn't
I
across
just
the
read
building.
something yesterday. Yep, I read something yesterday that yeah, he went over to the Jets, and that's not going too well over there either.
Okay. Well, yeah, he probably not healed. You know what I'm saying? And they respectfully let him go early so he can get a job.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I just wanted to put that out there for the brothers. But LRP, talk to me how you feeling about Dominic Zavada and really the special team situation. I'm not really worried about it. I know Harbaugh. I know they're gonna fix it. They'll fix it. But talk to me, LRP. How you feeling about the Dominic Zavada, Benny Saul's competition? Oh, he must have said, "I'll be right back."
Oh, there you go.
Oh no, y'all waiting on me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm back just in time. What's up?
Yeah, how you feeling about the Dominic Zavada and Benny Saul's competition and the whole special team situation on closing, because we're finna close out.
Absolutely. I heard
Yeah.
everything Shake said. I stepped outside to smoke a cigarette because But
yeah.
yeah, I agree with him 100%. I'm glad that Dominic Zavada is out there doing this thing. Kicking situation needed to be under control, and seems like they're moving in the right direction. As I stated yesterday, y'all make sure y'all go back and check out Black Freezy, you know what I'm saying, on Black Freezy TV. And we had a show talking about this, and I think he wins the job. He's, he got the right trajectory.
Yes, sir. Same.
You know
How you
how I
feeling?
feel. I just like competition in the building, man.
You came on yesterday. Like, I'm concerned about the kickers.
Yeah, I need competition at all times, man. Y'all got rid of Jason Sanders early to me, but then I read up yesterday that he wasn't doing too well with the Jets either. So maybe they made the right call. The earlier the better. So with that being said, we got the young up and coming, hope to be phenom in the building, but I still need competition. I needed to be competitive because what we've been going through at the kicking position has been absolutely comical. We have lost games because we can't kick a point after. We have lost games by less than a field goal because we don't have a kicker to kick it. We got guys in here with bad groins, pause. Then we got guys fresh off the street missing everything. You know what I mean? Like it's been a disgrace, to be honest.
Kicking the field.
As a fan of football, the one thing you couldn't do was kick the football. You know what I'm saying? Like we even had the hammer out here, the punter. We even had the punter try to kick a field goal or two. Them shits were wide right, wide left. You know what I mean? That's not what he do. He was a punter. Like you had guys. We had Young Wei Koo
kicking
ground
the field, bro.
Yo, he kicked something I never seen in my life.
Young Ho.
Never seen that shit.
He stomped his toe on the way to kick the ball. Like, I never seen it. Like I said, comical, borderline disgrace as a fan to have to pay my money in the seat or even my light bill from watching it on my television to see some of the type of things that went on with this team year after year, season after season with kickers, starting with Josh Brown.
That's where
I'm
it all
taking it
began.
back to Josh Brown.
That's where it all began.
That's what it is.
The man did something that if
Unpacking
somebody
that
else
shit.
would have did. If the man did something that if somebody else would have did, he would have been kicked to the curb. No, let's try to put that under the rug and re-sign you and give you more money and get you out here. No. So I've been sidelining this team in regards to kickers for a while now. Graham Gano, I thought we had something, but the age and the injuries just started to mount up. You know what I mean? He's a wily old veteran, but he's not that no more. He's not here no more either. You know what I mean? So we got the young guy. Montana been calling for him all season. He been calling for that kid.
Bang
Like,
tables, boy.
we on a roll between LRP and Montana. We on a roll of calling out on this show and the Giants going back and doing that. Even though it may be in the later rounds or even undrafted and things like that, I think they have somebody in the organization listen to the shakedown.
Nah, for sure. You know what?
Yo, y'all better listen to these motherfuckers.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the things that we've been talking about over the years as well are coming to fruition because we finally have a group of people that are like-minded, you know, when it comes to the type of football that people want to see, you know what I mean, and you know, and what we're used to culturally. So I think we're getting back to it. It's unfortunate it always has to come from somewhere else. This had to come from Baltimore. Last one was, you know, Buffalo and all the rest of it. So. But I'm just glad John Harbaugh and everybody's here. But LRP, man, take us to the crib, man. Give us a closing statement.
Yeah, man. Thank you for everybody coming out, supporting the show. Hit the subscribe, hit the like, all the lingo that, you know, behaviors that YouTube requires. We appreciate it. It helps us. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you enjoyed everything that you heard. Stay tuned for all the brothers. Everybody does have their own channel that creates their own show and their own vibe and their own content. And we all come together at the end of the week like a collective. So please stay tuned throughout the week and check out everybody. Same Difference TV, Fakes Entertainment, Shakes Media Entertainment, Black Freezy TV, His Pick or Flex with Ghost Dog and Miss H for all your fantasy needs. That's on Giants. Myself, Shakedown Shenanigans. Blue Bodega. You know, Potheads. We got it all. So continue to support us. We continue to support y'all. And peace and blessings. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Monday we put on the pads, y'all. We're gonna see what it is.
Yes,
Everybody,
sir.
please stay healthy.
Yes,
That
sir.
day off, make sure you get massages, treatments, sports massages. Get all that shit out. You know what I mean? No soft tissue injuries. Please continue to eat right. Stay in the gym. Build it right. Build it correctly.
Yes, sir. The mighty LRP. We got no problems in Houston. You heard me? Shout out to the family. All right. Same
But
thing.
y'all come get me the fuck up out of here. It's hot.
Same thing. Take us to the crib, family.
You already know, great show. Thank you for everybody coming out, popping in, keeping the comments going, and thank you for supporting the crew and what we do, man. The Shakedown 2.0, man. We out here. We just fans of the game, giving out our thoughts and opinions on what these New York Football Giants are doing out there, man. We finally look like we're progressing, man. This was the first year in a long time we went into the draft and we wasn't looking for a quarterback. I'm still like, over that type of shit because it's been that long and it's been that ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, because you know, if you don't have a quarterback, you don't have anything. You don't have a team. If you don't have a quarterback, you don't have a team. And this was the first year we was able to go into the draft and not be worried about the quarterback position. This team is going in the right direction. And with that being said, like I say every day, man, yesterday's gone. And tomorrow won't matter unless you handle your business today. You heard? It's your boy Sam. I'm out of here.
Cheer. All right. Our brother, same difference. Appreciate you, brother. Excuse me. Yeah. Just like the brother said, man, make sure you run up, sub up, like and subscribe, join the tribe. You know what I'm saying? We out here putting on, man, for the city. Stay tuned in. We will be, giving you all the latest and greatest on the New York Football Giants. We did take a hiatus, like the majority of us got. Our birthdays is like in July. Shout out to Ghost Dog. You know what I mean? Leos and brothers coming up. Then we got our brother Sane. Then LRP.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then we back in the square again. But but we appreciate y'all, man. One thing I'm gonna say is that I'm very excited for the season. New York Football Giants. Man, we finally are doing the things that we need to do. We're doing everything the right way. Being in West Virginia is a blessing. Although, we kind of got used to seeing media, rapidly have it your way, fast food style. But it's good that they're doing slow it down, man. Because sometimes you got to unplug. Because, these things called social media is a drug. So, that's that. Now, when it comes to Monday, oh man, bring your lunch pail. The pads is on, baby. We get to see how the run game is going to, be a part of the situation early. How this defensive line is able to defend that early, because that's been, a lot of the question as well. Is the defensive line good without Dexter? Even, when he was here, it wasn't all of that great. But according to Joe Shane, that was the linebackers. Let's keep an eye on that. Put a pin in it. All right, man. Well, I'm not going to keep the family too long. I just want to make sure all of the players on your days off, make sure you hydrate and communicate with the family. Wash your hands and stop touching shit. It's Black Friday, and I'm up out of here. Peace. Enjoy your weekend, family. Shakes, take us to the crib, baby.
Yeah. So shout out, great show. Shout outs to the whole crew, everybody in the crew. We do got a lot of shows, man. So definitely, like and subscribe, bro. Like, yo, and see, they laughing, right? They laughing. I'm gonna give this shit some context, bro, because they laughing, right? You know what I mean? Because I got the most shows, and I know y'all probably like in behind the screen and laughing at me too, like, oh yeah, you got a lot of shows and shit. You know what I'm saying? No, screw all that though. Even though I do got all the shows, well, I ain't gonna say
motherfucker do got a lot of shows, bro.
I ain't gonna say all the shows, right? But I'm gonna say I do have the most shows out of everybody. But dude, we got like 15 shows, bro. I ain't got all 15. All right, so you know what I mean? They laughing, they talking shit. You feel me? But they got a lot of shows too. All right, so don't get twisted. So yeah, y'all definitely wanna like and subscribe, man, and definitely wanna stay with all the content that we throw out there. My gosh, we got over 15 shows, bro. I don't think y'all noticed that shit. But anyway, great shit. We'll be back. Oh yeah, that's what it was as well. I'm sitting there like it was something else. So Thursday is the Hall of Fame game. Football is back. Right? Just letting y'all know.
Yeah, it's here. It's here.
Yeah,
Definitely here.
I know that.
Thanks, allow me to say don't nobody watch my shit, but all I do is raise kids and watch football, so I don't give a damn.
Hey man, they'll watch, bro. They'll catch on.
You just started, bro. You started like
they'll
2
catch
months
on.
ago.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hall of Fame game Thursday, and not the following Saturday, because today's Saturday, but not the following Saturday, but the Saturday after that is our first preseason game. So for that first preseason game, we're doing a watch party, y'all. All right. So I'm just letting y'all know that first. we will be on air. So you want to listen to some people who really talk some Giants shit while you watching some Giants football, y'all gonna want to tune in to the Shakedown 2.0. All right. But shoot, man. Other than that, man, we definitely with all my shows coming out. You know what I mean? It's coming. Pause. It's coming. All right. So y'all stay tuned, man. But other than that, man, Shakes ENT. The ENT stands for what?
Entertainment.
Yeah, man.
As well stand for obligating your shit for some shit you ain't playing for. I'm just playing. I'll be if you need me, I'll be there. But I was planning on watching that shit by myself.
He said I was nah, bro.
We
gotta watch this together. Okay.
I'm just teasing. Go ahead.
We gotta watch this together. This is a new era. All right. It's a new era. It's a new day, sir. Thurgood. All right. And with that being said, man, we'll be back. Oh, definitely stay tuned for That's on Giants on Tuesday. I got some things in store for y'all, man. So y'all gonna want to stay tuned. But like we always say around this time, you don't expect y'all agree with us, but we damn sure expect y'all understand. Understand? Don't get shook up, cause we keep shit live. It's the Shakedown repping New York Giants on that drive for 5. And we out of there. Takes away Black Freezy.
Hey, yo, you just been shook up by the Shakedown crew, and we the fuck out of here. Peace.
Good night.